We walk on over to Oakdale because in 8th place we got Titan Sports Saloon with 273,000 points. With 283,000 points, just 10,000 points ahead of them, it's Lakefront Bar in the Center in 7th place. 6th place we hop into the 300,000 point club, and not just a hop, we do a whole jump into the 300,000 point club because they got 375,000 points. It's American Legion Fridley. 5th place, it's Mapleview Lounge 2 with 393,000 points. Now, quickly moving on from that 300,000 point club into the 400,000 point club. In 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 402,000 points. With 418,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now, moving on from the 400,000 point club all the way into that 600,000 point club. Yeah, these locations have been getting it after in this 1st and 2nd place spot, and they were tied up just not too long ago, but finally broke out of that tie. In 2nd place, though, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 634,000 points, but leaving them in the dust with 637,000 points. I don't know if you can call that leaving them in the dust. It's still a tight race between those. They're still neck and neck. But in 1st place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, and what a crazy twiking zone we've had this season.
Oh yeah, we're in December, so Santa's coming to town, but so is the end of season X. So if you're gonna get these, be at the top of these standings in either the player side or the location side, you're gonna have to be after it from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and we love Peach. Hey guys, and we're getting enrolled into some Lucky 4 bingo where we have over $47,000 on the line, and it's been super fun playing 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo. That's right. Now, I mean, double the chances. The prize is growing way faster now. That's right. And we're hoping that we can give it out soon.
Oh yeah, 100%. But right now we are live on Pilot TV, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, and on the Twitch app too. Our channel name on both of those places is Megasoda.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys are checking in on those streams. Let us know what's happening, because what jackpots you're going after, or what food you're eating at whatever bar, and whatever special drink maybe you're drinking while you're playing some Pilot games, and that way we can shoot you guys out some luck as you try and win this big amount of cash.
That is very, very true, but we actually updated the Jackpot Hunter $1 card, the minor jackpot on it, and we were giving out a ton yesterday. It was pretty awesome stuff, but it starts off at 52 balls to win. Then once it gets to $100, it switches up to 56 balls or less to win. Then once it gets up to $200, it goes up to 60 balls. Then once it gets to 300, it gets up to 64, and so on. So it is some pretty crazy stuff happening on that $1 card.
Yeah, those jackpots get really big, but we have moved on from that mega and major. We'll see if we can give out this mini jackpot 2 balls. We'll have to be perfect from here on out. Doesn't look like it's happening. We're moving on to a $5 must-go prize as Russ, Dust, J-Lo, KYM, and Cabin Girl all 1 ball away. We'll see who can take this home right here, right now. If they can get lucky enough. No, it doesn't look like they're getting super lucky, as it may end up being a big split. The later we get in, the higher chances is for just one of those ginormous splits. But I'm super excited about that Jackpot Jackpot Hunter rules, and especially because today we're starting off the broadcast for Jackpot Hunter with a $200 cover, not coverall, minor, which will be sitting at 60 balls as soon as we go in. So we're hoping to give out a jackpot on the very first game.
There it is, 1, 7, and Dust at the square deal, taking away that must go. But 1, 7, 69, and 72 are our 4 lucky numbers. But 1 and 9 is what we're paying attention to, because we're getting into the first lucky game, because it is game number 1, and then our 9th game will be lucky as well.
Oh yeah, but like I was talking about, $233 available on that minor. You can win it in 60 balls or less. Okay. Hey, super doable. We'll try and give it out this very first game so that we can try and give out 3 jackpots today.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've been averaging around 2 jackpots
Yeah.
a happy hour. So we're hoping to up it by 1 notch and get 3 jackpots out today.
Oh, yeah, that's
we're
what I'm
prepped and
talking
ready
about.
for it.
That's
Why
right.
not?
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, you might be viewing this awesome jackpot on some new Pilot TVs because they were recently installed at a lot of awesome locations. Locations like VFW Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, the Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill, the 152 Club, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon over in Blaine, Ditto's Bar, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub over in Oak Park Heights. Then we got Clay's, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Woodbury, Neighbors on the Rum, Sleepy Eye Servicemen's Club, and then Big Ten Tavern, all wrapping up the list.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully you guys are seeing those TVs or heading out to those locations so you can check out those TVs because they're pretty awesome and they're going to be streaming Pilot TV all the time so you guys can always be in the know and always be having a lot of fun watching other players get big wins or watching yourself get a massive win as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%, because we had somebody getting a pretty decent-sized win yesterday, making us at 19 jackpots for the week and 417 for Season 10.
Hey, that's pretty good. 417, 19 for the week. A little lower than I expected. I like being in the 20 number, but hopefully after today where we give out a bunch of jackpots, we can come back and be in that 20 jackpots for the rolling week once again. But 417, great for Season X. And the one person adding to that total was Iceman over at Vic's Bar and Grill in Moorhead, taking home $1,126.
Awesome. Nice job, Iceman. Able to get in a nice jackpot yesterday. But we do have, if you want to keep up when all of these crazy jackpots are about to go out, definitely give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and you will see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders. You can see when those big progressives are about to go out, player pictures, and a lot more than that too. And you can also click the website link on Facebook to see our link tree with links to bar locations, other social medias, and a lot more than that too. And also you can just you can give us a quick message if you have any questions regarding anything else, and we will be more than happy to help you out.
Oh yeah, we got a great social media team that's always ready to give you guys some help, and so messaging on Facebook is a very easy way to get some information. But I'm looking at that major and I just realized that it only needs about $300 to be able to click up to 49 balls or less.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so super excited about that. We got a lot of things prepped and ready to go out today. 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 1, which is a lucky game number 1.
It is.
And
It is.
so get enrolled, press play, as whoever wins it, even if they don't win the jackpot, they get a little bit of residual luck to them for the rest of the 23 games of Jackpot Hunter.
Okay, that's what I'm
but
talking about.
speaking of our live bingo, we have Vikings Bingo 25-cent edition. We play 10 games of it from 12 all the way till 1 o'clock. We weren't able to give out that jackpot today, and so there's an over $4,000 jackpot available during those games tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we'll have to zoom in tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get that jackpot out of the way. But up next on that list is the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards, and we played that from 1 to 4 p.m. And, things are looking pretty good in there. We got a new payment system on that minor jackpot.
It goes out all the time now because
Yep.
every $50 it clicks up.
Whew, no, it is some crazy stuff on that minor jackpot. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's a lot of fun. But right after that, we played it about 6 minutes ago, so it's probably fresh in your mind. But right after that, we have that one game of Lucky for Bingo at 4 p.m. You can get a chance at that $47,000 jackpot. It is insane right now. And you don't only get one chance at it every day.
Yeah.
You get 2 chances at it now.
Yeah, but before you get your second chance, you play these 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. You see the totals available. You got a mega of 100 grand, 43 balls or less, a major at $4,177, 48 balls or less, and then that minor that is primed and ready to go of $247. All you got to do is win it in 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. It is some pretty crazy stuff happening in here. But on that Lucky 4 bingo at 6 p.m. It's the same exact jackpot.
Yes.
It is at over $47,000 still. So definitely, since we weren't able to give it out at the beginning of the broadcast, definitely stick around for that 6 p.m. showing of it.
Oh,
and hopefully
for
we
sure.
can give it out around then.
No, I'm hoping that it can go out there, but I'm also hoping that we can finally get some of these Skull Bingo jackpots out.
Oh,
because
they're still not out.
They've gotten huge, absolutely massive jackpots.
Wow.
We run Skull Bingo from 6 all the way till 10, and if there's any day to be here for Skull Bingo, it's today, because you got a coverall of almost 40 grand. It's currently sitting at $39,424. All you gotta do, 50 balls or less. Large frame, you gotta get that nice large frame in 43 balls or less, but if you do so, you take home $21,103.
Oh my goodness, yeah, but we do have a winner. They are splitting up that must-go prize. It is J-Lo at the Square Deal and Babe Bliss at Riverside Pub. Both splitting up $34.60.
Oh yeah, good to have those winners right there, splitting a must-go prize, but that means that jackpot is going to continue to grow into game number 2, but J-Lo and Babe Bliss getting a little bit of extra luck their way.
That's right, so definitely good job, guys, winning on that game. But
Is J-Lo back with Ben Affleck?
yeah, no, I think she is.
That-
That's like a thing. They went to like a basketball game the other day, like together.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. The only
crazy.
reason I remember them as a former couple is because of the South Park episode with Ben Affleck and J Lo, and there's
I know
the
what you're talking
hand
about.
and he's the hand J Lo.
Yeah.
I forgot what's the guy with the big orange sweatshirt.
Oh, Kyle?
Yes, Kyle. He has the hand. He fakes his hand as J Lo, and then Ben Affleck falls in love with his hand as J Lo, and that's the only reason why I know that relationship ever existed. But
some ludicrous South Park episode.
exactly. But
funny.
but absolutely cracked me up when I saw them that they were I don't know if they're seeing each other or they were just hanging out, and so I was like,
I think they're like actually back together now.
That-
Like it was some drama because apparently she was with some other dude. No, she was with Alex Rodriguez.
Yes.
And they were in the middle of separating, and then she went on a date with Ben Affleck. That's what happened. I remember now. Yeah.
Well,
No,
you know.
my girlfriend was giving me the rundown. So.
Back in the saddle again.
That's so funny to me. Hopefully, maybe now that he's gotten that Batman training regimen, he can stick around a little longer.
Yeah, maybe. But we were talking about Skull Bingo and all the great prizes that are in Skull Bingo. Large frame, $21,000. Coverall, for $39,000. The line prize, it goes out a little bit more commonly than the other two prizes. It's at $80.25. All you gotta do is win in 10 balls or less, so it's super easy, and you guys can have a lot of fun from that 6 to 10 time.
Oh yeah, 100%. I would definitely be having fun if there's like over 61 grand at stake.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying that you could take home the large frame and the coverall, because we see that kind of stuff happen all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And you could take home over 60 grand.
Yeah, no, that would be insane. Definitely, that would be absolutely crazy if that happened. But I could see it happen because, like you said, it does happen. Things happen in this Skull Bingo.
Oh yeah, what else happens is PGL nights,
Oh, yeah.
and we just got done with our back-to-back PGL nights. To get us started off for the week, we got Megasoda Game Night that happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday. You got the bedazzled mics of Tony and Nikki, which we're in the workshops of actually figuring out how to bedazzle some mics for Tony and Nikki, and so we're workshopping it. So I want to be able to actually say the statement that we're sending over to the bedazzled mics.
That's right. No, we need a bedazzler on set.
Exactly.
At the ready.
And they deserve, if anybody deserved bedazzled mics, it's Tony and Nikki. They've been doing it for forever. But it's
gotta get the turquoise jackets out too.
Exactly. That's it. I did bedazzled mics, turquoise jackets, awesome stuff. Come out for Tuesday because it's not only just a Megasoda Game Night, but it's also a Tuxedo Tuesday. You got PGL action, great prizes like a Jackpot Jungle coverall that's sitting at $14,178. All you gotta do is win it in 54 balls or less.
Ooh, definitely not bad at all. But the very following night, we got Wild Wednesday because it is back and better than ever because our Wild have been going off this season.
they
It has
have.
been a great season for them. So definitely been having some great Wild Wednesdays, but it is 7 to 9 like it is every single Wednesday, and you can get a chance at their own jackpot jungle finale of their own. It's at 52 balls or less to win on the coverall, and you can win it at $8,447 before anybody even gets enrolled.
Yeah, and that's that 25-cent edition of Jackpot Jungle, so you can get those cards for super cheap, and you can win huge amounts of cash like that $8,000 jackpot.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely go ahead and try that one out. But we actually have no PGL days this week.
Yeah, the rest of the PGL days, there's no more.
No, that's right. It is all PGL nights because it's a Monday Night Football game next week. That will be when we're streaming the Vikings game day. It will be 30 minutes before kickoff, December 20th, Monday, against the Bears.
Yeah, so we'll be here at 6:45 on Monday to be there for that 7:15 kickoff.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can beat up on the Bears a little bit.
The Bears.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Bears without Mike Ditka, they're nothing.
That's right. Didn't give it out quite yet, but it did go out to Forget UD over at VFW Austin, picking up a Musco prize of $50.
Well, it'll win in this next game if you win in 62 balls or less because it's shooting up to 64 balls or less.
Yeah, no, it will definitely go out. I mean, like, I know Ben and I were on this broadcast last night, and he said that you guys survived a jackpot at 64 balls or less for like 2 games.
Yes, it was ridiculous. We could not give it out. We got up to like $500 at the end portion of it just because it couldn't go out. You see, look at that right there, 64 balls or less for a $379 jackpot. This should be a really good one.
Oh yeah, 100%. But we were talking about the Vikings game day and beating up on the Bears, hopefully they beat up on the Bears a lot because I'm thinking about picking up KJ Osborne for my fantasy team.
Ooh, KJ Osborne, not a bad. He's been doing really good.
Yeah.
Is Adam Thielen back for this game? I think he is.
He might be, but honestly,
he's questionable.
Even when Adam Thielen was there, he was even still doing.
Yeah,
pretty
KJ
decent.
Osborne is definitely not a solidified number 3 target on a game-by-game basis.
No.
I think Adam Thielen obviously is the better wide receiver out of the two, and he is our number 2 wide receiver, and you would say it every time. But any of these games, KJ Osborne could put up better stats than Adam Thielen.
Exactly, because he's the type where he gets 7 targets, so maybe he only gets 3 receptions, but those 3 receptions will be for like 80 yards
he's
and like
a deep
touchdown.
ball threat.
Yeah,
he is such a deep ball threat.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he's in a room full of deep ball threats, and so the fact that he's at the top of them, he's been really helping out because I mean, you got D.D. Westbrook still in that locker room that he hasn't been able to push him for any kind of reps. Like it's been KJ Osborne's season all year long after not getting a single rep all last season.
No, it's crazy. He really just came out of the blue.
But the coaching staff just keeps on talking about his work ethic, like that he just worked his butt off to get ready for this season.
Yeah, man, hey, that's awesome stuff. That's what we like to see on this.
That's the kind of those are the kind of guys you want on a team. Yep. Like you don't, as much as you love the highly talented, crazy good guys, you want the guys that are highly talented but also super hard workers.
Yeah.
And if you get a guy that is maybe a little bit less talented but is a really hard worker, I would take that over a guy that's way more talented but doesn't really want to work that hard.
Yeah, no, exactly. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, definitely tune in and maybe you can see a couple deep balls from KJ Osborne's way on Monday. But we have some different types of days to talk about.
Oh, some national days,
That's right.
and these are some really good national days.
Oh yeah, no, there is some good backlash. Okay, we'll have to see what the second one's about because that looks pretty interesting.
The second one is not nearly as like dramatic as it makes it sound.
Yeah, it makes it sound like there's some beef between a couple fictional characters.
Yes,
but
it's the second one that we're talking about is Barbie and Barney Backlash Day. We'll talk about it in a little bit after we go over this first one. It's National Chocolate Covered Anything Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, chocolate lovers rejoice on Chocolate Covered Anything Day. December 16th offers the chocolate day you've been waiting for. On this day, dip and drizzle your favorite foods in every kind of chocolate imaginable.
That sounds odd. I mean, we were thinking about getting snacks for tonight, like just to kind of because I'm leaving to go see family over winter break.
Yes,
we were thinking of just having a fun night with a bunch of snacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just go chocolate. I don't know what that is.
Chocolate
covered everything.
That's what I mean. I feel like the national days are telling us what to do, and so it's chocolate covered anything kind of night.
That's right. Maybe this next day will give us a little bit more guidance too.
Okay, so now I got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
what is your favorite chocolate covered thing?
Oh, okay. Chocolate covered. It's going to come down to probably like chocolate covered strawberries.
Okay. Yeah, Nikki, you can answer this question too. We'd love to hear your answer.
Oh, yeah.
But mine, I decided is not quite a chocolate covered thing, but a chocolate drizzled on thing.
Okay.
And that is chocolate covered popcorn.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
that's a
like
good one.
you know
Yeah,
that
that's a good
holiday
one.
popcorn
Yeah.
that has all the white chocolate
I
mixed
used to
all
sell it
in
when I was a Boy Scout.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness, it's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Those big tins with like Santa like engraved on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like the homemade kind
Yeah.
that just hits different.
Oh,
like
man.
that is the
Yeah.
stuff that is hands down my favorite chocolate covered thing.
That's funny. Yeah, no,
like
that's super
I'm a
funny.
huge chocolate covered pretzel guy. I mean strawberries. I don't
Ooh,
think
pretzels.
you can. I don't think
Yeah.
you can ever go wrong with strawberries. But I'm a huge almond guy. But we got a winner right here.
That's right. We got a Tongue Ninja over at Riverside Pub in Aitken, taking away $67.20.
No, that's a jackpot
Oh.
of $394
Oh.
going into his
Yeah,
pocket.
with an additional $67 on
Exactly.
there,
So he's
too.
making over $400 on that
Wow.
jackpot. Good job, Tongue Ninja.
I mean, just snuck right in there. He is a ninja.
Yeah, yeah, living up to his reputation of
Yeah,
being a ninja,
I suppose
and snuck in, got that jackpot. But there's going to be
crazy.
another jackpot probably given out today as we get our minor started off at 52 balls or less. We got a lot of time left. What was that? Just game number 3 of the
Yeah,
broadcast?
that was game number 3. So we got to have 20 more games to give out this jackpot. And so I think we could definitely build it up in that time.
Exactly. So we're going to try and give out another one. We got 2 minutes and 8 seconds to get enrolled in this one. We're starting this minor off with 52 balls or less, which is already doable. We got a major at 48 balls or less, $4,314, and then 100 grand mega.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But while we're waiting
But I had another question
Oh,
for
okay.
you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I had one was, what's your favorite thing? Now,
Yeah.
what is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten
Oh.
covered in chocolate?
I don't know if I've eaten it, but they had chocolate-covered ants at a fair I went to in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, they had chocolate-covered ants, and apparently they were, like, really good, actually. Like, there's some people that said, like, I had a couple friends that had, like, a box of them. And like, they were little it was almost like a little box of raisins
Yes.
is what it looked like.
Okay.
And there was just straight-up chocolate-covered ants.
And you didn't have it, but it's definitely
No.
the weirdest
That's-
chocolate-covered thing.
They had
you've-
chocolate-covered pretzels, too. And not pretzels. I meant to say crickets. They had chocolate-covered crickets, I think. And then they had, like, roasted ones with, like, a different, like, a more savory seasoning on it. And
see, I've had like the suckers that have like the
like
insects in it.
scorpions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
in
I
'em.
never actually got down to where the scorpion. Like,
No.
I would never actually like let you. It would only be like for a while, and then I'd be like, no, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I'd say, just suck on it a little bit, and then you might start to feel the bump of, like, where the insect actually was, and you're like,
Yes.
nah.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah, no,
and
thank you.
so I definitely have never tried that covered
Yeah.
kind of that chocolate covered kind of thing. But I've had chocolate covered bacon before.
Oh,
And
I
that's
feel
pretty
like
good.
it probably wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, especially when you get that sweeter bacon.
Yeah,
like,
maybe like a one of those like maple like bacons or whatever.
And I've had other like chocolate covered meats before,
Yeah.
which it's a little bit more common, but that's definitely the weirdest thing I've gotten to chocolate covered.
Yeah, speaking of bacon, actually, it's not chocolate covered, but like just bacon. They have. I walked into like a little like general store / like gas station one time, and they had a whole section dedicated to bacon flavored things.
Wow.
And so it was bacon when I'm talking about a section, it was like almost like a whole hall, like
Yes.
an aisle. And so it was bacon toothpaste, bacon it was bacon gummies, bacon ice cream, bacon like drinks, bacon soda. It was insane. Like they had bacon merch, they had bacon socks.
They were all baconed out.
It was like a literal shrine to bacon.
bacon,
It
just-
was insane.
And where was this at? Just
Oh, I forget. It's like in the middle of the United States somewhere.
Just-
Like it was maybe like Tennessee area.
just
like,
somewhere in the United
Yeah,
States, you
somewhere in
just
the United
randomly
States.
found
Yeah.
this shop that just had
Yep.
bacon.
It was a normal store except for this part.
One aisle.
One like little aisle where they just had like a crap ton of stuff.
It was just bacon, and there was no reason for it.
The store wasn't even like bacon. It was just a normal gas station and convenience store.
Really, it was like one
Yeah,
of
it
those.
was like a marathon.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Because like in certain states they have really like popular chains of gas station stores.
Oh, yeah.
Like in Kentucky I know it's like this kangaroo chain. I forget what it's called. In Texas it's Buc-ee's, I think.
Oh yeah, every place has it.
Yeah. And so this must have been its version of it. and it was bacon for some reason.
That's awesome.
It was so funny.
I'm so down with it. We did have Nikki checking in, letting us know what hers is, and she said, "Oh yeah, chocolate-covered popcorn is so good." She's on board with that, but also likes chocolate-covered raisins.
Ooh, okay. Nah, chocolate-covered raisins, you can't go wrong with that.
I feel like my healthy chocolate-covered things, raisins and almonds. I like chocolate-covered raisins and almonds. I think those are. I could probably go through a whole bag of chocolate-covered almonds in one sitting.
Ooh, oh yeah, no, chocolate-covered almonds. I think like chocolate-covered peanuts is that for me. Peanuts like chocolate-covered is so good.
I don't know how many times I've had chocolate-covered peanuts though.
I've had M&M peanuts
Besides,
way more than that.
Yeah, the M&M peanuts. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that as my chocolate-covered peanuts, but those, yes, I've had those a bunch, and those are super good.
Oh, yeah, no,
but I'm honestly more of the
the
Reese's,
pretzel ones?
The Reese's kind.
Oh, like the Reese's Pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, no, those are so good. Those are like an automatic movie snack for me.
So good.
Yeah.
But let's move on to our next National Day, as we already talked about a Barbie and Barney Backlash Day.
All right, let's figure out what it's about. So, on December 16th, Barbie and Barney Backlash Day allows parents to take a vacation from all the repetitive sing-alongs and storytelling. But before we go further, we do have a couple winners.
Yeah, Blaine, Judy, Save. Blaine at Winners in Sartell, Judy at St. Mathis Bar and Grill, and at Cornerstone Bar, we got Save.
Ooh, nice. Got a few winners on that one. Good job, everybody. But let us figure out exactly what this day is about. So, it allows parents to take a vacation from all the repetitive sing-alongs and storytelling, but while Barbie and Barney aren't the only toys and television shows of childhood, these two do strike a nerve from time to time. So this day permits parents to turn off those annoying cartoons and songs. Parents may insist on a different book to read at bedtime. Put away the noisy toys if you dare.
Yeah.
So I feel like now the modern version of this is the Coco Melon.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be.
And I feel like me just saying that, and anybody that heard that in the general vicinity of this TV, was
if
probably
any of them have recently had kids.
Yeah.
They're like,
oh,
don't talk about it. You don't talk about it.
I watched 200 hours of Coco Melon in the last week.
Melon.
Oh God, it's the I don't even have kids and I know about it. I don't like it. It reminds me of when you play the most common iPhone alarm. That's the visceral reaction.
Oh yeah, for sure. Did you ever have one of those shows that your parents did not like watching?
When I was a kid?
If they were going to sit in the living room with you, they refused to watch the little kid show with you, and you'd have to change it.
I don't know. To be honest, my mom just kind of watched whatever she wanted to whenever I was in the room with her.
You really?
Yeah. So when I was 5, we were watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I mean, my dad was doing that with Star Wars. With me.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't really think of any specific. Because my mom, she ended up just kind of putting on things she knew she would like too.
Yes.
So she never had to deal with it. I get. Yeah. Now that I think about it, no. My mom kind of just brainwashed, guided me into the shows she liked.
That's hilarious. Mine was for sure Caillou.
That's so funny.
For sure Caillou.
Caillou. Okay, yes, I can see that.
That was a big one for me. Absolutely loved it as a kid. I don't really remember much of the show at all. Yeah. But it was apparently one of my favorite children's shows that I liked, and I very much remember that.
Yeah.
That I really liked that show. But my dad absolutely hated it. Big John, who's on air with us all the time, absolutely hated it. He just wouldn't. He always was like, "You don't watch Caillou. Don't
turn it off.
Turn it off. Shut off Caillou." Because his whole reason was Caillou whined too much.
Yeah.
And now that I've rewatched Caillou and have seen little clips of it, I'm like, what were they teaching me? They were just teaching me to whine a bunch.
That's so funny. Now that I think a little bit more about it, I was able to think of some shows, but it wasn't that my mom was annoyed with. It was what my grandpa was annoyed with. So whenever I went over to my grandpa's house and I put on something like Disney or Nickelodeon or something, he would hate it. He could stand anything else, but when a show with a laugh track came on, he was like, "Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it down or turn it off."
Really?
He couldn't stand it. He was like, like that fake laughing, like, why are they laughing at everything? None of it is funny. And I'm just like, I don't know.
So like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was
yeah,
like,
he didn't like that. Like the Good Luck Charlie, I know had laugh tracks too. I like just any show, like even like if it was like George Lopez show, which is like a funny comedy show, it had laugh tracks in it,
and
so
he
we
hated
couldn't stand it. Yeah,
that's hilarious. It's just funny what. So, but today is for those. Today is the day where you can actually celebrate hating those shows.
Right. Yeah, turn it off,
and you can turn it off.
That's right.
You can tell your kids go read this new book or try and watch this new show that I found for you because it is Barbie and Barney Backlash Day.
That's right. Have a Lord of the Rings like Middle Earth, I don't know, convention with your kid tonight. There is no cartoons on the TV.
Yeah, whatever you throw on some Boomerang, put on some old Smurf cartoon that you liked when you were a kid or something. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
No, exactly.
Even though Smurfs were the more popular show, I was way more of a Snorks guy. I don't know if you know what Snorks are.
I've heard of it. I never watched it.
Literally just the underwater version of the Smurfs.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's just underwater version of the Smurfs. They're mini little creatures that live underwater and have their own little town and everything. Yeah. But just absolutely loved it. Smurfs, I could have cared less about. Like when I watched, because I watched Boomerang a lot as a kid, especially with my grandpa. And so then when so Snorks was one of my favorite like shows at that time.
That's really funny. But there it is. We got a winner. It's Sunday over at Frank's Ball in St. Paul Park, winning 1160. Nice job, Sunday. But yeah, no, Boomerang was awesome. I really like Boomerang too. I think there was only specific like things I liked on Boomerang though, so it was kind of like I picked and choose whenever like I would watch it and stuff. If I saw like there's a marathon of like a show I liked, like I actually liked the Jetsons for a little bit.
Jetsons were good. Jetsons and Flintstones I could always get behind.
Because the Jetsons, like I feel like the world of it was so cool to me.
Oh, it's so interesting how the whole Jetson world was built. I was a big Wacky Racers guy. I don't know if you ever watched that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
It had Penelope Pitstop in it.
I've heard of Penelope Pitstop. I've actually heard that name. I like the name of the show did not ring a bell, but Penelope Pitstop did it for me.
Yes, Penelope Pitstop, awesome. It's just the most iconic name from that show. Yeah, because I think she had her own show as well.
Okay,
that was aside from Wacky Racers.
Yeah.
But definitely some of my favorite shows there.
Yeah, no, that's super funny.
Boomerang just holds a special place in my heart just for all the different crazy shows that they had on there. Yep. And I just loved them. They were honestly, I thought they were way better than like my current kid shows, and I ended up missing out on like a lot of those like just like random kid shows that a lot of people watch. I just watched like Boomerang stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. Man, I do got to say like there was a really good age of cartoons like in the like 60s and like 50s and stuff, but like the 2000s and late 90s had some great cartoons, and I'm so glad I was able to like grow up during that time and like watch them, because like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy were like one of my favorite. Courage the Cowardly Dog was one of my favorites.
That's very much a certain genre of
they're like so surreal, like in kind of like a very odd type of cartoon.
I didn't like it. I hated those cartoons. Those are so not my cartoon.
I enjoy them even now. Like I will sit down and watch it.
They still make me uncomfortable. Like I still like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I get physically uncomfortable whenever I sit down and watch it.
It's low key kind of like a horror show.
But it's not low key a horror show. It literally is a horror show just animated.
There was this one like episode where there was this dude, like it was just like this specter, and he was standing in the desert outside their house. He was like, "Return the slab, or you will pay the consequences." And the dog is just freaking out the whole time. He's like, "Return the slab." There's like some weird artifact.
Yeah, and they should have returned the slab.
They should have returned the slab.
Let's hop into some Twins news. Right. Some of the funnest Twins news we've had so far is that Minnesota Twins reporter appears on Jeopardy.
Oh.
So, hey, that's a little bit of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Monday will be a good day to tune in to Jeopardy as Minnesota Twins MLB.com reporter Do Young Park will be a contestant.
That's awesome.
It's unclear when the episode was recorded, but Park announced Thursday that his episode will air on NBC this coming Monday.
Oh, okay. So, actually, if you are in the Twin Cities, it's going to be televised on Care 11 at 4:30 on Monday.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome.
Hey,
stuff.
that's I love it whenever I see somebody connected to our twins getting ahead.
Yeah, no, that's some awesome stuff. I mean, like, hey, Aaron Rodgers was on Jeopardy.
You better do a good job.
Yeah, you better. Represent us
Represent the twins well.
That's right. So I mean, I have every ounce of confidence in this man. I might watch it, to be honest. That would probably be pretty fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
Just to see how he does and stuff. But other than that, I know did we sign somebody?
No, that's I think it's a former Minnesota Twin got signed.
Derek Fisher? Oh, wait. No. We actually, agree. Oh, it was a minor league deal. Derek Fisher agreed to a minor league deal. And so the former Astros top prospect will be in spring training as a non-roster invitee. Fisher was eligible to sign a minor league deal amid the MLB lockout by virtue of the fact that he was not on a major league roster or a 60-day injured list by the time the season ended, because the Brewers, who he was on before, outrighted him to AAA in June.
Wow.
Okay.
So, yeah, the number 37 overall pick by the Astros in 2014. Well, before I go over that, we got a winner.
Oh, that's right. We got Deba over at Monty's Sports Barn, Spring Lake Park, taking away that must-go prize of $1,260. Nice job, Deba. But, yeah, it looks like he's actually one of the top 100 prospects. He was heading into the 2017 season.
Yeah, after posting a 290, 347, and a 505 batting line in his AAA debut in 2016, his struggle in his MLB debut that year, but posted even better numbers in subsequent stints at AAA in 2017 and 2018. Fisher still carried enough promise in 2018 that the Blue Jays acquired him as a centerpiece in a trade that sent Aaron Sanchez and Joe Biagini to Houston, but things didn't pan out for Fisher in Toronto either.
Okay, so it looks like, so just a little profile of what a player he is. So he only managed .195, .285, and .387 batting line when he was in those MLB seasons with the Astros, Blue Jays, and Brewers, but apparently he has above average power and excellent speed. He has 35 extra base hits with 17 homers, 12 doubles, and 6 triples, and 10 steals in only 466 plate appearances. But his overall production is weighed down by his strikeout rate. It is over 35%.
Wow.
And so that is just, it's, too many strikeouts at the plate. But when he does make contact, it is insane. 91 miles per hour average exit velocity with 42% of his hits being hard hits.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very impressive player, and he's only 28 years old.
Exactly.
And I feel like in football, that's really old. In basketball, you're right in your prime, and in baseball, you're still not in your prime yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works. And so he's still got a lot of time to grow and fully mature as a baseball player.
No, I agree. And I mean, that's the thing, when you have a top 100 pick in the MLB draft, he's probably going to be he can only go up after that.
Exactly. I mean? So I'm hoping that he could continue to get better and improve as we did sign him. And I think to a pretty good deal, as he was only signed to our minor league team.
Yeah, no, he was only on the minor league team, so if he does really well on there, then we could end up elevating.
Seems like a only win situation for us.
Totally agreed. No, I like the move a lot, and especially in the midst of the lockout too, able to still make some moves, in the middle of all that. So that's awesome stuff.
Exactly. Now I just feel like we need to spend some big money on a pitcher.
Yep.
I feel like that will shore up our defense.
Yep.
We got the bats as long as we stay healthy.
Yes.
That's the very key.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as we stay healthy, we have the bats that can put a lot of people on base and in back home. But it's all about the defense. Can we
Yeah.
keep teams from scoring high amount of points? And we're going to need the pitchers to be able to do that. We have some good relievers. We have some good secondary people.
Exactly.
But we need that centerpiece pitcher.
No, I 100% agree. We were able to put together a pretty decent pitching room last season, but like what you said, we need that centerpiece. Like somebody who can really kind of, just play all the time for us, and and just kind of help out our young room of pitchers we got now.
Oh, I completely agree. But let's play Twins Win. It's a great ETAB game. It's from the partnership with our Minnesota Twins, and you can play wherever Pilot Games is at. Pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round and win Grand Slam prizes.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's a lot of fun, like our other sports ETABS games are, but we got a little bit of the Twiking Zone to get into, and where's that coming from? but that's right. We do have some awesome stuff happening in the Twiking Zone, and we got a couple switch-ups that you might find pretty interesting, especially in the top 3. So
yeah, definitely.
We'll have to get into. I'll let you take away the players.
All right, in 10th place, we got Kick It over at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points in 9th place, we got Joni at VFW North St. Paul. Joni continuing to close her way toward that 200,000 point club. But in 8th place, getting wins today is Putz at Shiners Jenkins with 202,000 points. And Putz, I know, is going to be trying to close that gap between him and the number 7 player, Loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park with 217,000 points. But in 6th place with 227,000 points, we got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. Then with 247,000 points in 5th place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. 4th place, SNS. Over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards with 260,000 points.
Oh, that's right. But we do have a winner. It is Ken over at Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, taking away $24.20 on that must-go prize. Nice job, Ken.
Yeah, now we're getting enrolled into what game? Game number...
Here, let me take a look
5?
here. So it is a game number 7, actually. No, a game number 8.
Wow. I was way behind. It's already game number 8. Whew. Okay, so getting rolled, press play. That was a lucky game number 7 right there. And so we're going to be trying to get it out right here. Not this game, but the very next one. We're going to be clicking up to 56 balls or less.
Ooh,
and so
okay.
making that a much more doable minor jackpot right there. That's if you guys don't win it right here, right now.
That's right. Yeah, no, for sure. But were you finished with the...
No, I still got some more players to go over.
Okay,
As
okay.
in 5th place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 247,000 points. And Scrub Eye was getting wins during Vikings Bingo today.
Ooh.
And Ben was for some reason, he was doing production.
Yeah.
And he was like, I said something about Scrub Eye. And Ben was like, how about you scrub your eyes?
Oh.
And I was like, okay, I'll scrub my eyes. And then just out of spite. And then he's like, and then he kept on saying, setting in the chat, longer.
Keep scrubbing them.
Keep scrubbing. And I was like,
Your eyes aren't scrubbed enough
and
yet.
so then because I'm the idiot that I am, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm actually gonna scrub it for longer. And so then I came out. It was like the last 2 games of the broadcast. Yeah. I looked like I had been crying on air because I had red eyes from me going like this. But
it's over and over.
But Scrub Eye's in 5th place with 247,000 points. And there's my little story about Scrub Eye. 4th place,
Scrub Eye lore.
SNS over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 260,000 points. 3rd place, we got Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee with 269,000 points. Lucky Tim was formerly in 2nd place, got bumped back to 3rd as this big-time player has moved up the standings every week the last few weeks, and that's a Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 271,000 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't believe Nan was able to pass up Lucky Tim.
No, that is some absolutely insane stuff coming from Nan.
But I saw Lucky Tim getting wins today. Got multiple wins today.
Okay, so that might have some impact.
Where I didn't see Nan get any wins.
Yeah.
So we may see Lucky Tim
even a timing.
reclaim that 2nd place again, or even tie up Nan.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see how that updates, but that is an interesting development coming right after Nan gets in that 2nd place spot.
Oh, yeah, but then that number 1 player is in the 300,000 point club, and it's not lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 368,000 points.
Yeah, no, that dude is insane, just dominating these standings recently. So definitely good job, not lucky, and good job everybody else on those standings. But we're going to get right into these locations and see what everybody's doing. So let's get right into it. In 10th place, it is our place on 3rd over in Faribault with 263,000 points. But in 9th place, we got a little bit of a shakeup here because formerly in 7th place, it's Lakefront Bar over in the center, dropping 2 places down with 283,000 points. Now only 1,000 points ahead of them. In 8th place, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, able to stick it out in 8th place. That was where they were before. They have 284,000 points now. But in 7th place, this is who took 7th place from Lakefront Bar in 9th. It's Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent, able to jump up 2 spots with 287,000 points. But now we go into a whole new club. He is almost 100,000 points ahead in 6th place. We got American Legion Fridley with 385,000 points. But even further ahead now, we got in 5th place Mapleview Lounge 2 over in Mapleview with 396,000 points. Now in 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub over in Oak Park Heights with 414,000 points. Whew. Now in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar in South Haven with 477,000 points. But now in 2nd place, it is getting insane in these top 2 spots because in the 600,000 point club now, jumping over the 500,000 point club entirely, we got in 2nd place VFW Spring Lake Park with 691,000 points. That puts them only 2,000 points behind 1st place Corner Bar in Goodhue, who has 693,000 points.
We got Shan A. Nay over at the Purple Goose in Janesville, taking home that $25.20 Musco prize.
You mean Shanane?
Yes.
Shan A. Nay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's some funny stuff.
I refuse to say names how they actually are, just like speed run it, because if I just sped run it, like I'm totally gonna like say it wrong. So I just break it up into parts, so that in case I'm saying something that's really bad, I'll catch it like halfway through I'm saying.
Yeah, and just kind of be like, oh wait, I shouldn't say this.
Yeah, and for some reason I don't know why I do it. I still never catch myself. I'll still end up finishing the whole statement, even though I'm saying it in very broken English.
Yeah, just like, oh, maybe they wouldn't have heard it that way.
Exactly. I guess that's the hope.
Understandable.
We got 1 minute, and they're the ones that put the name up there. They're trying to get me to say.
They don't know what they're doing.
They got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next one, and we got a minor that's now at 56 balls or less. So definitely get enrolled on this, as it's a very doable jackpot.
Oh yeah, very true. And soon enough, we got that major clicking up to 49 balls. I think once it gets to 4,500.
Yes, I think it's 4,500 when it clicks up to 49 balls or less.
Awesome. So that will be an interesting development as well, because 49 balls I feel like is actually pretty big step up from 48 balls, because I feel like we see 49 balls go out a whole lot more than we see like 48.
Oh yeah, 48 is a little bit tougher. I mean, our record is 46, so it is doable, but it's not. It's definitely a tougher one. 49, and then as soon as it hits 50
is really the benchmark.
That's when I'm like, okay, this is when things start to get really intense, especially like you get that mega at 50 balls or less, or that major at 50 balls or less. It's really starting to click up. But we were talking about the Jackpot Hunter standings, and no, not the Jackpot Hunter standings, the PGL standings.
I think the Twiking Zone.
No, Twiking Zone. That's what we're talking about. VFW Spring Lake Park and Corner Bar and Goodhue just going at it right now in that first and second spot. 2,000 points separating the two locations. Corner Bar and Goodhue, they looked like they were running away with it, as VFW Spring Lake Park was at like 660,000 points.
You know, it's great, and they still haven't scored any points since then.
Yes.
So they are still 7,000 points away from 700,000 points. And so we'll just have to wait and see how they respond to this challenge of a sort.
Yes, do you think VFW Spring Lake Park passes them up soon?
Ooh, honestly, the way things are going, I'm thinking so. It is definitely looking like that. Who do we – Not Lucky is the only person in Corner Bar and Goodhue on our top 10?
Yeah, Loser Dave is playing at VFW Spring Lake Park, and I think I saw Loser Dave get some wins today, and so that could be a big help. And I don't think I saw Not Lucky there one time.
No, so yeah, well, I think I think I'm going to make the prediction. I think VFW Spring Lake Park is going to slip ahead into first place.
And what's crazy enough is we may have a 700,000 point club before we have a 500,000 point club.
That is insane.
Like, these two locations have been just accumulating so fast that no location can keep up with them.
No, it's like they are truly in a league of their own right now, and especially approaching the end of the season, too.
They haven't taken the foot off the gas. Like,
No.
Corner Bar and Goodhue maybe a little bit, but I think that's more that Not Lucky has taken his foot off the gas.
Exactly.
And that's slowed up Corner Bar and Goodhue's progression.
Yep.
But VFW Spring Lake Park and the rest of the players at Corner Bar and Goodhue are still getting after it.
Yeah, no, exactly. So we'll definitely have to wait and see how things transpire tomorrow and see who's in front. But until then, we do have a little bit of something outside of the bingo world.
Yes.
We're in the E-Tab land, in the E-Tab zone,
Yes.
which is actually Ben and I talked about this last night. The E-Tab zone is not a Twilight Zone, Twiking Zone kind of feel. It's
Yes.
more like the Jump Zone type of feel.
The jump, what's the
Yeah.
Oh,
You
you're
know,
talking about
the-
like the trampoline part?
Yeah, that's more the feel of the E-Tab zone.
I was thinking like it kind of feels like, you know, when Wreck-It Ralph goes into like the war alien planet, like that's what the E-Tab zone feels like.
Just like diving right head first into some action. That's what the E-Tab zone is about.
Boom, exactly.
That's right.
I don't know if we have this game released yet.
No, it is these 4 games. So we have like 4 new games loaded up on our iPad, but they are not available
Okay,
yet.
that's what I thought. So we won't go over this
That's
one.
right. But
If
you can listen to the music if you feel like it. Ooh, what could this be themed after? I don't know.
but yeah, definitely some good stuff on the
Oh, yeah, for
E-Tabs. And we're gonna spotlight. Do you have any underrepresented E-Tabs that you would like to talk about?
Ooh, I like Ben brought it up the other broadcast, and it was Penguin Palooza.
Oh, I talked
Yeah.
about that. That's my favorite
Yeah.
E-Tab. That's
a good one.
I
I
told
like
it.
Penguin Palooza.
I talked about it with him. I was like Penguin Palooza. I tested it. It was an awesome game.
Yeah.
But we
Penguin
got
Palooza's fun.
we got a player right here. Player over at Sedanka.
Sabeka?
Yeah, Sabeka Municipal Liquor Store, taking home that $21.20 Musco prize. And why don't they have that town in our hard-to-pronounce Minnesota names?
I know, because I feel like even Sabeka might be wrong.
Yeah, there's been ones
Like,
that
it's been one of those things where I'm like, is it really? Like, because like there, like you were starting to say, like there have been a lot where like I feel like I know what like to pronounce it. Like I'm like, oh, it's definitely that way. But then like we go over how it's actually pronounced, I'm like, oh, that's not at all how I thought it was.
Yeah, like Edina.
Oh yeah, Edina. Yeah.
Edina.
Yeah.
Edina.
I thought it was gonna be like Adina.
Yeah, or Edna.
or Edina, or Edna, or would be a good one too. and so I was kind of like Edina, like okay, like
no, it's like one of those. I have no idea how to pronounce it, so maybe we'll figure it out someday, somewhere.
Right.
But Penguin Palooza, go check it out. It's our E-Tab spotlight of this broadcast right here, and it's a good one. You get all that Arctic action.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's right.
so check it out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But if you feel like maybe something a little bit more tropical, we got over 50 different charitable E-Tab games you guys can play. They all have different themes and stuff, so they're a lot of fun. But you can play anytime, anywhere to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and awesome bonus and free play rounds too. So definitely go ahead and try them out. Let us know which one's your favorite, but definitely go and check out Penguin Palooza. It is it's a Pilot Games favorite over here.
Yes, definitely a big Penguin Palooza guy. It probably all stems from my love of the movie Happy Feet. I have.
You know what I like more than Happy Feet though?
What?
Surf's Up.
Surf's Up's really good, but honestly, I can't put it over Happy. Happy
What
Feet.
was the one dude? The one surfer? Was it the chicken? Was he a chicken? Was that what
Yes,
he
that
was?
was a chicken.
Chicken Joe. Is that what
Yeah.
his name was?
Is it Chicken Joe or is it Chicken Stan or is it
Chicken Steve?
could be
It's
Chicken
like one of those
Steve.
names.
It's one of those very, very basic names, and it's awesome. He's
it's
sweet.
awesome.
Surf's Up, it's definitely one of those really good ones.
Yeah.
I just don't think I watched enough as a kid. Like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what's Atlantis compared to
like Treasure Planet.
Compared to Treasure Planet, where I love Atlantis, was super good, but didn't watch it nearly as much as I watched Treasure Planet.
I actually watched both of them a lot. I would watch both of them almost at the same time sometimes.
What?
Just Treasure Planet and Atlantis. Like I'd watch both of them back to back, just because I had both of them on DVD as a kid, so I loved them.
Yeah, I think I had Treasure Planet as a kid, and I just didn't have Atlantis as a kid, and so it was whenever it popped up on TV, I'd watch Atlantis, but I always had Treasure Planet available for me.
Yeah, that's funny. I remember actually like a core memory for me as a kid. We went to Disney because we lived in Florida, so it was really cheap to get to Disney back then because like you have a residence pass or whatever.
Yes.
But when we went, I was obsessed with Treasure Planet at the time because it recently released. Yes. And I loved it. I've been watching it all the time, and like I was being told, I was like, oh, you're gonna be able to meet like Flynn or whatever his name is, and like you're gonna be able to take a picture with him like on like one of the solar sails.
Yes.
And I was like, no way, this is awesome. And then I get there and they have me stand and they're like, all right, stand in this blue screen, and I'm like, okay, like are they gonna come out and like hang out with me for a second or something? And they're like, all right, stand like this, and like they had me stand like like my hand was like on a rail or something. I was like, okay, like what's going on? They take my picture and I'm like, they're not here. Stop taking the picture. Like they're not here yet. And then they print it out. It was like they just had me stand like on a blue screen, and they were right there. It just looked like I was standing by them. I was so disappointed as a kid.
Oh,
I was like, I thought I was gonna meet them and fly around.
Oh yeah, my biggest win ever as a human being came from a Disney trip where I rocked a Buzz Lightyear suit. I don't know if I think you've heard this story before.
This is awesome.
Where I fully was full head to toe. Padded, like I'm not just talking about the just like skin Buzz Lightyear suit. I'm talking about a padded with muscles in it. Buzz Lightyear suit. Going out in a Florida summer, walked around all the entire trip. I was walking around in a Buzz Lightyear suit, and every single worker would salute me and call me captain. And awesome. I actually thought I was Buzz Lightyear. It was the coolest thing ever. I was the biggest Buzz Lightyear fan, and it was one of my favorite experiences. And so I was absolutely great experience being Buzz Lightyear for a day.
No, see, that's one of the cool things about Disney because they make employees do like little things like that.
Yes, exactly. But we got a winner here.
There it is. It's Merrick over at Billy's Rockford taking away 26-60. Nice shot, Merrick.
Yeah, and now we are getting enrolled into a game number 11 of the broadcast. Already game number 11 flying through. That's right. So get enrolled, press play as we get going in this one. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. We have a 56 ball minor available for you guys, but if it doesn't go out right here, it's gonna be clicking up to 60 balls or less. So I mean, we're prepped and ready to give out another jackpot. We're trying to give out 3. We already said that at the beginning of the broadcast, and so keep on playing, having a lot of fun. That major is closing in on that $4,500 range, where it's going to be clicking up at ball count as well. So keep on playing and having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, 100%. But you can just kind of enjoy this carefree, and just earn points as you go. But for PGL nights, there's a little something that you want to do because you got to sign up on PGL.world to become a member of our league if you want to keep all your points like in check and everything.
Yes.
So, but PGL players not only compete for points, they have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it. And plus, if you join up with the PGL as a new member, you get put on the new PGL member spotlight, and we sprinkle a little bit of extra luck on you. A little bit of beginner's luck.
Oh, yeah, and here's these great, excellent names that we got right here. Miami Beach, Toda 68, which I just want to say, Toda 68, totally want it to be like a Mario Kart character.
Oh, yeah.
PCK 913. We got Bam Bam. Love Bam Bam. We were talking about the Flintstones earlier. Can't go wrong with a little bit of Bam Bam action. You got Swaffy. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I should dance to it. D's, Keith, and Gorilla G, which has a bunch of different letters and numbers and capitals and non-capitals, and so it's a lot of fun.
That's right. It's like a cyborg gorilla probably.
Yes. Why didn't I ever think of that?
Cyborg Gorilla G. That's right.
Gorilla.
Okay, so I know we talked about this the other day. I talked about it to Will the other day, our other roommate.
Okay.
But it was if a gorilla or a grizzly bear would win. Who would you take?
Oh, I mean, I think you asked
Wait, was
me.
it actually me
I
and
think you asked me about it. I don't know, because I don't think we had a very long conversation.
Okay, so it was me and Will talking
because
about
I was very because I think I went straight to what you thought.
Yeah.
And that's Gorilla wins 10 out of 10 times. They got hands.
But Will brought the facts. I'm not gonna lie. When we were talking about it, because I instantly was just like, oh, I'd probably take a gorilla in the fight.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been asked this question before, and I thought about it before, but not really like a lot. But he brought the factuals to me, and I was surprised. He was like, listen, look up how much a male gorilla weighs, and then look up how much a grizzly bear can weigh. And I looked it up. Dude, grizzly bears weigh 3 times more than a gorilla.
Yeah,
the biggest silverback gorilla weigh 3 times more.
I really don't care.
No, but also claws. They got the hide. They got it's crazy. Like, I really, like, he brought the fat, and I was like, dang, like, they actually, like, one-on-one, I take the grizzly bear just because I think it can fall on the gorilla and probably just, like, take it.
I mean, gorillas are mobile though. Like,
they are mobile.
So much more mobile than grizzly.
Like, do you think that would matter in like a one-on-one like forest fight between a gorilla and like a grizzly though?
Oh, for sure, because like a grizzly is just like okay. It matters on how much this gorilla fights and this grizzly fights.
Yeah, like let's say like two combative, like respectively like hostile animals. Like they would totally just fight each other.
I mean, I gotta go gorilla every time because as soon as the gorilla gets on the back of the bear, what is the bear going to do?
But also, I mean, you got to think like if the gorilla like is smart enough to know just to whap it in the head, then like that could like just give like he could just like 2-time it in the head and be done.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
like the gorilla with any sort of intelligence wins the fight.
Yeah, so
it just
if it just
matters
goes to bob and weave for a couple seconds, just like, hoo, bah, like it can probably just kill it.
Yeah, but it's how much you gauge that their intelligence level and how much you're just like, oh, they're going to just run into a bear swipe like easily.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's done for once the bear, because I agree that once the bear gets a hold of the gorilla, that's game over. I just think that there's no shot that he ever gets a hand on the gorilla.
Yeah, if it can just stay out of its reach. But before we go further in this theory, we got DL Bowman over at Friar Tuck's Pub winning 29-20. Nice job, DL Bowman.
I don't even know what this conversation's about. It's gorillas. And, I mean, I have no idea.
It's the conversation of two intellects.
Just watch King Kong versus Godzilla, and you'll get your answer.
That's true. That's true.
Pretty much the answer right there. But let's
With a lot more nuclear energy in it.
Hey, gorilla can hold gun.
Gorilla can hold gun. Gorilla can go to Middle Earth and grab a huge hammer made out of radioactive energy for some reason that can shoot lasers. I don't know.
Exactly. So gorilla wins. Let's move on from this whole gorilla conversation. Let's talk about something that you guys can do right now, and that's fill out your e-tip boards for this week. All you gotta do is choose 5 squares for the Vikings versus the Bears Monday, December 20th. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season X if you win. All you gotta do is launch that app and select Sports Link. It's super easy, and just a preface, you do have to do it before the game gets started.
Yes.
So it's open right now all the way till Monday for you to be able to fill out those squares. As soon as kickoff happens, you can no longer put any squares on the board, and you're going to you just wait for the results.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So, but for that Vikings versus Bears matchup, respectively, I think a Viking would take a bear. So I'm gonna a grizzly bear. I would take that matchup.
Yeah, you added too much intelligence at that point.
That's right.
You have hands and intelligence.
And maybe an axe.
It's an automatic win. Hands and intelligence wins 10 out of 10 times.
Right.
It's only when it's like you're going no hands, no intelligence, and hands and no intelligence.
It's like, okay, something could happen there.
Something could happen. But let's talk about the winners from last week's e-tip boards. I don't know how we keep on going to Bears and
Bears and gorillas. That's what every man is just thinking about all the time. Who would just like, it's like it's just like, oh, I wonder what my boyfriend is out doing right now. Just like, I wonder who would win in a fight, bears or gorillas.
like I bet he's thinking about cheating on me right now. what he's actually thinking about.
That's the truth.
It really is.
But yeah, let's talk about these E-Tip board winners, because we got Tony 5 clocking in at first place with 2,000 PGL points, and then we got Jay Ruggs, one of Pilot's own, Big John, taking away 1,000 PGL points. So some nice show outs for this week. We'll have to wait and see who wins next week, though. It will be a tight one.
But let's talk about the people who've been showing out all season long for PGL points. Because in 10th place, we got some newcomers. It's Rocky at Schiffler's Liquor with 1,057,000 points. And in 9th place, newcomer as well, Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post with 1,059,000 points. The two players getting knocked out, big-time players. Fishy24, who got bumped from all the way from 9th out of the standings, and then Drumsky getting bumped from 10th place out of the standings. But they are in the 1 million point club and could easily hop back in over the next PGL night. But in 8th place, currently, we got Wet Santa over at the Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl with 1,319,000 points. I like that name, the Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl.
Yeah, so it sounds very prestigious.
It really does. It feels like a very happy time, and like they have a lot of like fun drapes and stuff. I don't know why.
Cool chandeliers.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
But in 7th place, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 1,321,000 points. With 1,334,000 points in 6th place, we got Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than SpongeBob at Eagles St. James with 1,573,000 points. With 1,684,000 points in 4th place, we got Forget You D at VFW Austin. 3rd place, T-Max 750 over at La Playa with 1,693,000 points. Moving up a spot. Moved up from 4th to 3rd place on Tuesday. Wow. Has now moved up from 3rd to 2nd place on Wednesday. It's Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,710,000 points. Wow. But that number one player who's been dominating it all season long is devoided at the roadside with 2,081,000 points.
Wow, you know, they are steadily approaching breaking the record that Bone set last season.
Yeah.
So it is some pretty crazy stuff. Hopefully we can see it. I'm predicting probably within this next week of PGL stuff. I can definitely see it happening. But
Brizo though. I mean, I'm watching Brizo right now.
Yeah.
Has been rapidly going up these standings.
Even affecting his where his location standings are as well. Able to just go so crazy. But before we go further, we got Merrick over at Billy's Rockford taking away that must-go prize in 65 balls. So that minor will be moving on to the next game. But Merrick is taking away that $31.60 must-go prize.
Yeah, good job, Merrick. And now we're getting enrolled into a game number. We're already getting enrolled into game number 13 of the broadcast. We got 2 minutes and 12 seconds to get enrolled in this one. Do it before next game. We are going to have a 64 ball minor on it if it doesn't go out right here, right now in game number 13.
That is correct, Mundo. But until then, while we are getting enrolled for this next couple minutes, we are going to go over the locations in the PGL and see where everybody is at. And starting off the list, we got a flip-flop happening right off the bat, because in 10th place, formerly in 9th place, we got VFW Austin with 4,329,000 points.
Well, it's kind of like they were just back at their old spot, because on Monday they came in, they were in 10th place. Then on Tuesday they were able to move themselves into 9th place. Yep. Wednesday they lose their 9th place spot and move back to 10th place.
That's right.
It was a nice little vacay.
That's right. Just kind of tipping their toes, seeing how it is, like up a little bit higher in the standings a little bit. But definitely good job to 9th place, able to retake their spot. The Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato. Just kind of very, very profiting off of Brizo doing his thing.
Yeah,
so definitely some awesome stuff. Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato has 4,348,000 points. But now in 8th place, we got Root River Saloon 2 in Lanesboro with 4,406,000 points. Now in 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,628,000 points. In 6th place, we head into the 5 million point club with Moose Lodge, Wade Park, and St. Cloud with 5,176,000 points. But in 5th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord with 5,420,000 points. Ooh. But now we get into the top 4 here. Things are starting to get pretty crazy because in 4th place, we got Cabin Bar and Nicolette, 5,529,000 points.
And I'm pretty sure that everybody in this top 4 has held the title of the #1 location at one point this season.
Yep, exactly. No, it's been pretty crazy in this top 4. They have been super competitive, but now we're in 3rd place. It's VFW Northfield with 5,892,000 points. But now in 2nd place, 6 million point club. Starting off with Neighborhood Tavern and Effie. They're in 2nd place with 6,012,000 points. In 1st place, ahead by a couple 100,000 points, almost 300,000 points. It is Beck's Pub and Becker just coming out of nowhere and just able to up their point totals to a pretty decent lead too. So Beck's Pub and Becker does have 6,293,000 points.
Yeah, some really good stuff for Beck's Pub and Becker, but Neighborhood Tavern and Effie doing their work, getting into the 6 million point club to still make it a race between them and Beck's Pub.
Oh yeah, very, very true stuff. But yeah, no, these location standings, they've been absolutely phenomenal. Just, I mean, a ton of points from a lot of different locations.
Yeah. And Beck's Pub and Becker, I mean, they have been the highlighted location of the last few weeks as they just continue to dominate each and every PGL night.
That's right, just pummeling their way through those standings. It's been something to watch. But we got somebody who's this certain team. They've been pummeling their way through the standings too, just doing crazy. It is the Minnesota Wild. They have been going off recently, especially this season. But they are now 19-8-1. And a little something about them. The last time these teams met was in 2019, in which they held 2 confrontations. In the first, the Buffalo Sabres won Victoria 5-4 after a shootout. And in the second, Minnesota ended up taking revenge 4-1. It is worth noting that these matches are often very productive.
Oh yeah, the over-under right now sitting at a 5.5. The Wild is favored by 1.5 goals.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is some awesome stuff. But that game is happening tonight, right at 7 p.m. So definitely come on out. It's gonna be a really fun matchup. It's gonna be against those Buffalo Sabres.
Oh yeah.
And we don't want to give up another game to them. We want to take 2 in a row. That's where we want to be at.
So are you going, we have moved on to a must-go $46.20 prize, and that's Jonda over at Valley Lanes Spring Valley taking home that must-go prize. And now we're getting enrolled into game number 14 of the broadcast. Ooh. And I was going to take a break this game because I was like, okay,
I don't know.
Maybe we'll hit this in 60 balls or less.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that all the time.
Right.
But then now I'm like, okay, we're at 64 balls or less. So we're not taking a break until this jackpot goes out. That's right. We're here for it. But those Wild taking on the Sabres at 7 p.m. It should be a really, really good game. Hopefully we can get this in the win column. I'm taking the over as the Sabres have been really bad defensively. Okay. They're right now, I think, 9-16-1 or something like that. Yeah. Their record is pretty much the flip of ours, where we're 19-8-1. They're like 8-19, and so should be a good win for us. I think the Wild should overcome that 1.5 goal lead, win by 2 or more goals, and the over I think is a really high likelihood as it's only 5.5. I wouldn't be surprised if we put up 4 goals ourselves tonight, and I mean then it's just 2 goals coming from the Sabres, and that could come in garbage time. And so I'm expecting the over and for the Wild to get the win if I'm a betting man.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like it. That is definitely the favored avenue. So I would definitely agree. I think the Wild 4 is a pretty good prediction. That's kind of what I was thinking too. But I'm gonna up it a little bit. I think that the Wild are gonna take the over all by themselves and score 6 points.
Ooh.
All 6 points of the game.
And it's gonna be 6-0.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a shutout.
So I'm going 4-2. You're going 6-0. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so there's our predictions for tonight. They'll be hitting the ice just 1 hour after we get off air. And so have fun. Support our Minnesota Wild. And one way to support them is by playing the ETAB game, Let's Go Wild. It's at all of your favorite Minnesota bars right now. And it's one of the top ETAB games always.
Oh, yeah. No, it is definitely a lot of fun. Go ahead and try it out. It is one of our favorite sports ones. We got
that miner's already close to clicking over $400.
I didn't even notice that until now.
That is a huge miner right now, especially at 64 balls or less. Let's see if we can get this one out right here. No better time than right now. 24 seconds to get enrolled.
Oh yeah, exactly. And plus with this Musco prize up to it, that's gonna be well over $400.
Oh yeah, should be a really, really good one. I'm excited though.
I'm very excited. And you know what else I'm excited for is what we're about to get into, the fishing report. That is right. It's been updated recently, so we're gonna check it out. It's coming from the Lake of the Woods on the Rainy River, and this is up at the northwest angle because ice is progressing nicely up at the angle. Some local snowmobile travel has been happening in marked areas with some pretty good ice conditions. Like every year, there are areas with cracks, currents, etc., etc. But stay on marked trails when things open up. Ice fishing for some will begin next week. Definitely check in with your favorite Northwest Angle resort for all the specifics.
Yeah, and I think by next week, because this was last week's report, I think it was last week's final report on Friday.
I see.
And so I think it's this week where ice fishing's really getting going.
Awesome. No, that is awesome to hear. I love it. But a little bit more about this. Travel to and from the angle via vehicle through the 40 miles of Canada is now open. Must be vaccinated and have a negative PCR COVID test. Plan ahead with testing or rapid tests are available in Baudette and soon in War Road. Once at the angle, no additional COVID testing is necessary for traveling back south from the angle through Canada. But if you want to avoid crossing the border, snowmobilers can take the groomed and staked trail across the lake. Charter transport via Bombardier or Bombardiers on the ice trail or flights over the lake landing on an ice runway are available through the low passenger service in Lake Country Air this winter.
Yeah, definitely some really good stuff. Just hearing about all the stuff getting fully prepped and ready to go. I think everyone's getting all the information of what they need to do to be fully ready to take on all the tasks of ice fishing.
Oh yeah, 100%. So definitely some pretty important stuff. Just remember all that stuff about if you go through Canada, you got to get the COVID test and stuff. But if you want to avoid doing all that, you can take that snowmobile track or charter transport as well.
Yeah, no, there's very easy solutions if that is not the path you want to go. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited for this ice fishing season, and I've fully convinced myself that I want to go ice fishing now.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if it's just a romanticized thought in my head, but there's a jackpot.
Oh, there it is for Get UD. Awesome big time player on the Jackpot Hunter stuff over at VFW Austin, taking away well over $400.
Yeah.
That's like about I don't even know, $461.45.
Yeah, good job for Get UD. Yeah, taking home over $400 on that jackpot. And now we are going to be getting enrolled into a game number game number 14 of the broadcast. We're going to take a break for game number 15.
Yes.
And we're going to be back for game number 16.
That is correct. We'll see you guys in a sec.
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and giving out jackpots is the name of the game, and we've given out 19 during this week. Hey guys, and we're getting enrolled into some more Jackpot Hunter action. Just 2 games ago, we gave out a minor jackpot, which we did about 10 games before that.
That's right.
And so we're trying to give out another one today, as we are already in game number,
like 15?
No, game number 16. We just played
right.
game number 15. We'll be getting that winner to you guys shortly. But we got 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. So get enrolled, press play as we continue going through these things. We got our Vikings news that we got to talk about. Before we do that, let's talk about the jackpot news, and that is when you guys win giant jackpots, send in those photos to us. We love seeing your guys' happy faces with a jackpot message, but we also like your happy faces with your friends, your favorite bartender. You're just you playing Pilot Games is worth sending the photo to us. So share those on Facebook, email them to jackpots@pilotgames, or post them on any of your social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games.
Oh yeah, no, that is for sure. We love getting those pictures and having them on the broadcast and stuff, so definitely go ahead and do that. But we do have, like you said, a little bit of Vikings news to get into, and a little bit of Vikings news on that Bears and Vikings matchup we got going on Monday. Because as you know, it's a pretty big rivalry. It's an NFC North matchup.
Oh yeah, and I mean the Minnesota Twins have been entangled in must-win games per fan sentiment for about 2 months.
Yes.
Because nobody knows for sure if this team is good, bad, or somewhere in the middle. The next game is always the one that will shed definitive light as the verdict on the state of the team. The game occurs, the Vikings will win or lose by a whisker, usually playing to the level of their competition, and mystery remains on the quality of the team. Wash, rinse, repeat, and then usually toss a skull afterwards.
That's a pretty good description of what this season has been like.
Yeah. I mean, I personally think we are a very good team.
Yeah.
But it has been just a win by a hair. And you really never know, like, what is happening. But week 15 is no different. The Vikings travel to Chicago to play the Stinky Bears, a franchise that is 4-9 throughout 13 games. Chicago is not a good football team. Uncharacteristically struggling on defense, and that's while the rookie quarterback, who was supposed to have a Mahomes-like tendencies, is playing like one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. The numbers confirm it for Justin Fields, and to be fair, Fields is still a long time to mature. This is not an anti-Fields-like thing.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, I'm just looking at Trevor Lawrence too, but before we go further, we got Sunday and over Frank Spar, taking in that win of $24.40. Nice job, Sunday. And
oh yeah, but I mean, it's still kind of just like he's been really bad. I mean, compared to every other rookie quarterback, he's been really, really rough. But I just don't think he was ready to start, especially for the Bears and where their offense was at the time.
I agree.
Like, they don't even have the defense that could help him out and help him win games. Like, if they had a run game and a defense, a lot how Mac Jones has stepped into the Patriots, where they don't nearly have the wide receiver talent, but they have the run game and the defense already set up for him. Justin Fields, I think, could do fine in the system like that. But where he has to be the whole offense, he can't do that over with why am I blanking?
The Bears.
Yeah, with the
Chicago
Bears.
Bears. Yeah.
I can't even remember. The Stinky Bears.
The Stinky Bears. That's right.
As that one reporter said, the Stinky Bears.
That's right.
But it also kind of gives us a little bit of like, oh, I'm so glad we didn't do it, because we were looking at it at pick number 14 at either trading up to try and get him or just staying there if we could and drafting Justin Fields.
I'm so glad we stuck with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, I mean, he's been a top 10 quarterback in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
He's had a couple. I mean, he lined up under a guard one time. But I feel like people make a bigger deal of that than what it actually is. Like, they just had to use up, like, it just – I think they ended up having to use a timeout or something. I don't think it actually affected the game all that much by him going under. But everyone hated on it. But Kirk Cousins, he's been phenomenal this year. And so not drafting a quarterback that puts a lot of pressure on him, I think is huge. I think that we still can wait on and look to see if Kellen Mond ends up becoming a really good quarterback.
Exactly.
Having his Kellen Mond moment.
Kellen Mond moment. That's right.
But let's also talk about the injury report for this Vikings-Bears game.
Oh, yeah, that is right. So it looks like wide receiver Adam Thielen ended up suffering a high ankle sprain on the first series against Detroit a couple weeks ago. That caused him to miss the rest of that game, as we know, and the Steelers game as well, only 4 days later. But the Vikings hope Thielen will be able to play on Monday night. But he didn't practice at all on Thursday, so he is facing an uphill battle if he wants to be cleared.
Yeah, with D.D. Westbrook and Dan Chison on COVID list, the Vikings are pretty thin at the receiver on Monday. They signed free agent Damian Ratley and Darius Shepard to the practice squad for this week for depth purposes, and may have to elevate one for the game.
Oh, okay, I see. I think Damian Ratley is probably the more the better option, just because he's played this season and he's like done things this season in an NFL game. So he's kind of like, he might not be great, but like at least we know he can play in an NFL game.
But I think it would be really nice to finally get Smith Marcetta into the mix this week, and even Mike Zimmer said that as well. He said KJ's done a nice job this year, and he thinks that Amir Smith Marcetta might be in the mix this week. So we'll see where we are as we get closer towards the end of the week.
Okay, all right, that sounds good to me. I think obviously Mike Zimmer knows KJ's been doing great this year. Amir Smith Marset, I would be totally fine with that. Him able to get a little bit more looks.
Oh, I mean, he's so fast. He can really play some good football. So I don't think that's a huge loss to him.
But it looks like we have somebody else that might not be on playing for us on Monday, because also not practicing for us on Thursday was our linebacker Eric Kendricks, who's one of our team's best and most important players. He missed the Lions game with a biceps injury, but his absence at practice was actually unrelated to that. It's listed as a low back injury for Kendricks, but hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully.
Yeah, and you never want to mess with those lower back injuries. So if he's dealing with that, they're not going to make a full decision on him until game time, just because you don't want, like, let's say it flares up, he sleeps weird on it the night before the game. You don't want to tell everybody, oh, he's off the injury report, he's playing, he's practicing and everything like that, and then it's like, oh wait, his lower back flared up and now he can't play. It's just one of those sensitive things. So I want him to get as healthy as possible, but Eric Kendricks, one of those really important players.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, but we will know for sure come Saturday, because that is when the final injury report will be released.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But Monday, December 20th, the Vikings are taking on the Bears, 7:15 Central Time. And so come up at 6:45 for when our Viking game day gets started. But not only do we have Viking game day where we play Skull Bingo, Vikings Bingo, and a lot of our Viking-themed games.
That's right.
We also have a Viking-themed E-Tab game. But before we go over that one, we got a winner.
That's right. We got Brian H. over at Shoreline Restaurant at Battle Lake, taking away $16.80 on that must-go prize. Nice job, Brian H.
Yeah, good job. And now we're getting enrolled into the next game of the broadcast.
That's right.
Which I think this was game number 16.
So I think it's game number 17.
We're getting enrolled into
That's right.
game number 17, but we got to hit these Jackpot Hunter standings after I talk about the E-Tab game that is the partnership with our Vikings victory. Pick a letter in the Skull bonus round and win big prizes.
That's right. It's a lot of fun, as is all of our other sports themed E-Tab games. So definitely check all of them out. Maybe send over some of our teams some luck, and hopefully we can get that W. Whether it is tonight against the Sabres or Monday night against the Bears. That's what I'm talking about. We want wins all across the board.
Exactly. But let's talk about our Jackpot Hunter player standings, since that's what you guys are earning points for right now, is for these standings. And we got so many ties.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we do. I mean, we're starting off the player standings with a 4-way tie in 10th place, and it is crazy. He's coming in hot. It is Spanky 303 and American Legion Fridley tied up with Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue, Player over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni over at Bleachers. All of them have 20,000 points in 10th place. But up next in 8th place, we got a 2-way tie. It's between Jim Rocks over at American Legion Stillwater and Lula. It's between Jim Rocks and Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord. They both have 21,000 points in 8th place. But in 6th place, that's where Lula Finn finds himself at, over at American Legion Shakopee, tied up with Pee Wee over at TJ's Tavern on an off sale. They both have 22,000 points in 6th place. But now we get into the top 5, and things are getting pretty crazy in here, because in 5th place, first member of the 25K Club, it's Curtis J over at Country Lounge with 28,000 points. But in 4th place, we got one away over at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. And in 3rd place, we got Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points, and only 1,000 points ahead of them. In 2nd place, it is Bowl over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 33,000 points. And then in 1st place, just pretty much in a league of their own, almost already won the season at this point, it's Yags 370 over at Riverboat Depot with 51,000 points.
Ooh, good job, Yags 370. But good job to all these top-tier locations that have been going at it. Because in 10th place, we got Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Only 1,000 points ahead of them, Neeson's Gaylord in 9th place with 43,000 points. Now only 1,000 points ahead of them, it's Titan Sword Saloon in Oakdale in 8th place with 44,000 points. Now we finally get a little bit of a jump because we get into that 50,000 point club. In 7th place, it's American Legion Shakopee. I think I'm actually saying that wrong. It's Shakopee?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it is. It's Shakopee.
Yes, Shakopee. Not Shakopee, Shakopee.
Yes, I've been doing that too. It just looks so much like it should be Shakopee.
Yes, but it is American
Shakopee.
Legion Shakopee
right.
with 53,000 points. With 54,000 points in 6th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 68,000 points. In 5th place, we got American Legion Rice. Then over in Coon Rapids in 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe with 69,000 points. Then we got a 2-way tie in 2nd place. It's Riverboat Depot in Sartell and Corner Bar in Goodhue, both with 72,000 points. But with 81,000 points in 1st place, we got Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Awesome. They have all been doing really good, but we got some celebrity birthdays to get into.
Oh, yeah, we get to start off with a good one.
Oh, yeah. No, it is an iconic one for sure in the music world. Because born on this day in 1770, it's Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yes,
That's right, a composer.
One of the greatest Western classical composers of all time.
Oh, yeah. No, that is right. Beethoven is just a household name. I mean, like, everybody knows Beethoven, like everybody knows Mozart type of thing.
Beethoven makes babies smarter.
That's right. Just put the headphones on. Put some Beats by Dre and let them listen to some Beethoven for a little bit. Let them cook in that time out.
Isn't that an actual, like, scientific fact,
though?
though?
Like, if you play it when they're in the womb, Like that's an actual thing.
That it
I'm
actually
pretty
like
sure.
it stimulates the brain in certain ways.
Especially because classical music is like very like there's patterns in it and stuff.
Yes.
And like there's actual like there's a lot of stuff with it that classical music does actually like
help intelligence.
Yeah, but like and I think like help intelligence and like I think it helps with like certain things. I'm kind of talking out of my butt a little bit here, but like it is some I have heard a lot of stuff.
There's
about
benefits
that,
to it at
exactly,
least.
Exactly.
But there's a must-go winner right there. It's Jigger in 22 over at Eagles Grand Rapids, taking home that $22.60 must-go prize in game number 17. Now we're getting rolled into game number 18.
Awesome stuff. Nice job, Jigger 22. But born ahead of Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yeah.
It is an anthropologist.
Yeah, 1901, Margaret Mead, anthropologist. I mean, just a really great woman. Fought for a lot of human rights stuff throughout her lifetime. Let me see. I'll look it up real quick so then I can. Yeah, her studies were of people of Oceania. She also commented on a wide array of social issues such as women's rights, nuclear proliferation, race relations, environmental pollution, and world hunger.
Yeah, no, I mean that's just all across the board there. That's some awesome stuff. I mean, just like a good person.
Just seemed like she was fighting for the right stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely can't say anything about that. That's just some good stuff right there. So definitely a very happy birthday to Miss Margaret Mead. But we got another pretty good celebrity up next.
Yes.
She was born on this day in 1938. It's Liv Ullmann. And she was an actress recognized as one of the greatest European actresses.
Yeah, don't know much of her works or anything like that.
I kind of recognize the name a little bit. Maybe if I saw a face, I could kind of put name to face sort of thing. But yeah, I other than that, I don't know what specific movies she might have been in. Yeah, let's take a look. So Liv, okay, I might recognize her. She's known as the muse and freak partner of filmmaker Ingmar Bergman. Oh, I knew that. Okay. So she won a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in the Motion Picture Drama in 1972 for the film The Emigrants in 1971. And she has been nominated for another 4 Golden Globes.
Yeah, just a really, really talented actress.
That's actually funny. I actually did know her because of that famous relationship between her and Ingmar Bergman, the filmmaker. That's some funny stuff.
That is really cool. I mean, being the muse of anyone is probably a pretty cool accomplishment.
Yeah.
But being one of those great great film directors is really, really cool.
Yeah, no, that's right. And Ingmar Bergman, he is known for films like The Seventh Seal, Wild Strawberries, Persona, and some other stuff too.
Yeah, I know
so
she's in Persona as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so
Cool.
big time actress that's even been in his work as well.
that's
As
awesome.
she should be, being his muse.
Oh yeah, that's right. His muse, one of the greatest European actresses.
I love the word muse. Like no one uses muse a lot of the time.
Yeah,
But then you
yeah.
just randomly hear it used, and you're like, I should use that more often.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's a cool descriptor type of thing.
Yeah.
I like it. It's cool.
I
but
don't know
definitely
exactly though how to use it. Like
just kind of like, I mean, yeah, you can just, if you want to dilute it a little bit, I guess you could just be like, oh, hot dogs are my muse today. Just kind of be like, I've really been just inspired by hot dogs today.
yeah. That's probably what it ends up becoming if I wanted to overly use it.
Yeah,
But,
that's right. But definitely happy birthday to Miss Liv Ullmann. But up next, it's a news correspondent.
Yeah, born in 1941, we got Leslie Stahl, TV news correspondent, was in Face of the Nation, America Tonight.
Okay.
I think also did stuff on 60 Minutes as well.
Oh, so she was just all over the place, like one of the biggest news people of the time.
Yeah, she's she. I mean, we could look her up, and you'd be able to recognize that her face really quickly because she's been on TV just for years.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, yeah, I actually do know. I'm pretty sure she's been on TV like somewhat recently.
Yeah,
Like-
and she like wrote books like reporting
Okay,
live with Leslie
okay.
Stahl
Yeah.
and becoming a grandma. Like she just has her foot in a lot of different things.
Definitely. Oh, I can definitely see that. So that's some awesome stuff. I mean, very happy birthday to Miss Leslie Stahl. Got some cool ones today. I'm liking them. But up next, we got an actor, Mr. Benjamin Bratt, and he was born in 1963. He was in Demolition Man, Clear and Present Danger, and The River Wild.
Oh yeah, and just to make Jordy happy,
Yeah.
he was also in Miss Congeniality.
Okay, I don't know if I've seen that one.
That's the one with Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality is the one with Sandra Bullock,
Okay.
and she's like the cop, and
Will Shatner's in it too.
Yes.
I see. All right, I think I've never seen it, but I've definitely like heard things about it. But we do have a couple winners. It is Blaine over at Winners and Sartell and Sarah Kay over at O'Brien's Pub, splitting up that must go prize of $29.
Yeah.
But yeah, Benjamin Bratt, I do recognize him.
yeah,
he's a funny dude.
he's a huge actor, very
Yeah.
much a working actor
Yes.
that's in so many different things.
Just kind of random things.
And
Like,
but he's not a main character really in anything.
no, I mean, he was in that crappy Catwoman movie that came out like 10 years ago.
Oh.
Or not 10 years, like 15 years. And wow.
That was in 2004 when
I
that
thought that was more like a 2009 movie. To be
I don't think
honest.
I've ever watched that Catwoman movie, to be honest.
I've seen it, and it's not that good. I'm pretty sure it's Halle Berry. That's the Catwoman.
really, and that was
Yeah.
bad?
It wasn't good. No.
Gosh,
It-
she
I don't think-
feels like a perfect fit for Catwoman.
Yeah, no, like literally, she was a perfect. Like she was pretty decent. The movie itself wasn't good. The writing wasn't very good either.
Yeah, well,
so
DC
it was just
seems
hard
to
for her
mess
to
up
do good.
everything.
Yeah,
They
no.
just touch anything and it's bad. So
Exactly.
that's
But unfortunate. But Halle Berry's Halle Berry though. She did not suffer from that movie. at all.
no, definitely doesn't. Just not, it's one of those things. It's like Beyonce can do a bad song, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
no one
Nobody
cares
cares.
if Beyonce does a bad song.
No.
She's just so gifted at singing. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, exactly. It's just like it's Beyonce.
But more about Benjamin Bratt. Very, very successful.
Who did he voice in Despicable Me?
That's it. That's an intro.
He was in the first one too.
So let's.
Looks like he was a side character. I wonder who.
El
Macho?
El Macho.
Who's El Macho?
Who is?
Look up El Macho. Yeah.
Now we gotta
I
figure
gotta
it out.
know now. I was like, who? Despicable Me.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, that dude. Yup. That's hilarious. Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
that's
Just some
awesome.
random side character.
That's awesome. Well,
That's funny.
Benjamin Bratt, just a really, really good actor that's been in so many different things.
That's right,
And just it keeps on entertaining people,
Yeah.
doing a good job in the characters he plays.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So definitely happy birthday, Benjamin Bratt. But born a couple decades later in 1987, it's Hallie Hirsch. She is an actress known for being Maddie on JAG, Daily in the children's series Flight 29 Down, and as the adolescent and young adult Rachel Green on ER.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Holly Hirsch.
I'm not sure if I've seen any of her stuff.
Yeah, I don't think
She
I
is
have.
pretty young though, so I feel like I should recognize her.
I don't recognize her very much. A lot of her work, she's done some scary movies like Bad Behavior.
Okay. It looks like she was a little bit more of like a child actor too. It
Yes,
seems like.
that's really what it is. Well, she's a very early 2000s actress that was when she was a kid, and has now that she's 34 years old, doesn't do much acting anymore.
Gotcha. Well, hey, that's still some cool stuff. So definitely happy birthday to Hallie Hirsch. Oh wow, there was even in that show Nip Tuck was really popular for a while from 2003 to 2010. I never saw it, but I always saw commercials about it all the time.
Yeah.
So that's some funny
Yeah,
stuff.
there's a lot of different shows that I recognize. I just don't like. You've Got Mail with
Oh yeah, no, with what's his name?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah, and Meg Ryan.
Yeah,
that's funny. Oh, Dave Chappelle was in it. I didn't know that.
I didn't realize that Dave Chappelle was in it either. But
Didn't
yeah,
either.
Holly Hirsch, happy birthday, born in 1987.
That's right, and that was all of them. for today, but if it is your birthday, one of our very famed pilot players,
exactly,
the very happy birthday to you. And if you check in on any of the streams, we will let you know that we wish you a very happy birthday.
Oh yeah, but we are trying to get this prize out in game number 19 of the broadcast. We got that 56 ball miner building up, but our Timberwolves, they've been building up a little bit.
They have been building up because Anthony Edwards has been going crazy. We are now 12-15 on the season, and Anthony Edwards made 10 3-pointers and ended up scoring 38 points.
Actually, that's not correct. We are now 13-15.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yes.
13-15 after that W last night. That's what I like to see. But he did. He scored 38 points, and we snapped that 12-game losing streak against Denver, finally beating the Nuggets 124-107 on Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, Karl Anthony Towns scored 32 points, and D'Angelo Russell added in 16 for the Timberwolves, who shot 23 of 48 from behind the arc, including 16 makes in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about. That's some awesome stuff. But we do have Benji at Ditto's Bar taking away that must-go prize at $31.60. Nice job, Benji. But yeah, D'Angelo Russell not only contributing 16 points, but also like 8 rebounds and 7 assists too.
Yeah.
Like, dude was going crazy.
Yeah, really close to a triple-double for him, and just played really, really well. Karl Anthony Towns got 10,000 points on his career.
That's right.
He's the first. He's the quickest out of his draft class to get to 10,000 points, and
That's
so
awesome.
really, really doing a good job for him, and just proving how good of a scorer he is. 32 points in the book for him, playing a really good center in Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, no, that is some super cool stuff.
But you said that Anthony Edwards set some records too.
He did. Most 3-pointers in a game in franchise history for the Timberwolves.
Wow.
And also in NBA history, the youngest player to make 10 or more 3-pointer shots.
That is ridiculous, just proving how
insane.
good of a player he is. And we saw this really funny clip just kind of talking about why Anthony Edwards is like that. Like he'll make 10 shots, but he's also not considered one of the best 3-point shooters in his draft class. It's because of supreme confidence that Anthony Edwards had, and it's hilarious. It was Karl Anthony Towns is up on the podium, and a reporter came up, and he was like, "Hey, so Anthony Edwards thinks he's the best shooter on the team," and Karl Anthony Towns goes, "Who?" And they go, "Anthony Edwards," and he goes, "Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks he's the best basketball, football, baseball, walking, running, sprinting,
golfer,
anything that has ever. He thinks he's the best eater of all time.
That's right.
Like he just has that supreme kind of confidence, and that's what I love about him, and that's why he's able to score at the clip he is.
That's right. No, it's funny because Anthony Edwards walked in the middle of Cat saying that, and he was like, "Yeah." After he was done, he was like, "Yeah, you put if you can put a player at the end of it, I am the best at it." And I was like, okay. I was like, dang. But yeah, Anthony Edwards, he is super funny. And also another random stat. I think he was the fastest to 2,000 points in Timberwolves history.
Yes, that was the other one. 2,000 points already in his career.
That's
so
crazy.
Early on in his career, super impressive. That's a tough thing for any NBA player to get to 2,000 points and stay in the NBA for that long. But Anthony Edwards doing it in just the
season and a half.
Not even a season and a half. It's still the beginning part of this season.
Because they're only 28 games in.
Yeah,
not even barely.
They're like a quarter.
Season and a quarter. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So
he's been going crazy.
Good job, Anthony Edwards. Tomorrow we have a game against the Lakers at 9 p.m.
Okay, that's something I like to see. Showing out against the Lakers, that would be fun. But obviously LeBron James has just been having a crazy stretch of games recently, so we'll have to watch out for that. But other than that, definitely check out that game tomorrow. That will be a fun one. Able to see the Lakers and our Timberwolves play. That's always a treat.
I mean, a bunch of star-studded players out there on the court.
Exactly. It's just fun to see talent like that. But we are about 18 balls drawn in on this game. We got that minor at $229. It's 56 balls or less to win, so some pretty nice chances there. But the must-go prize is looking pretty good, too. It's at $39.40. And that major is at 49 balls or less to win. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, and next game, it's going to be at 60 balls or less for that minor.
Over 200
if
bucks.
we're not able to give it out. And so prepping us for a third jackpot on this broadcast.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Looks like we're like perfectly in line for it.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's been timed up really well. We're in game number 20. If we don't even get it out in this game, we got game 21, 22, and 23 to try and give it out.
Yeah.
We should be at 50. We should be at 64 balls.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If we don't give it out by the final game.
Yeah.
And so I think it's pretty high likelihood that we give out another jackpot during these games.
I'd say it's like an 87.25 chance.
I think you're spot on right there. But let's talk about the Toy King Zone one last
that's
time,
right.
as the Toy King Zone has been absolutely nuts and even had a couple switch-ups at the top of our standings.
Yeah, that's right. It is pretty insane. So let's get right on it, because in 10th place, helmet up those standings, it is Kick It over at Bleachers. And ahead of her in 9th place, it's Joni, her mom, over at VFW North St. Paul. But in 8th place, we entered the 200,000 point club with Puts over at Shiners Jenkins. But before I go further, we got Jay Gurr,
Wow,
22.
one ball away.
Oh,
One ball away from that 56
Man,
ball
that would have been
minor.
nice. That would have been, because and then we could have built it up for the next broadcast too.
Yeah, I mean, just so close to taking that one home.
Yeah.
Try it again, G Gurr 22. You're taking home $40 basically in your pocket, but continue trying, because I mean that was so close to taking home that
That's
minor
right.
jackpot. You'd take it home in this game if you won it in the same amount of balls.
That's right. You definitely could have taken it home, but maybe try again. And you have a little bit of space, a little comfort zone too. You can give or take a couple balls. So it's up to you. I'll leave it in your hands.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled. So get going and get enrolled. 60 ball minor on this one.
That's right. But we were talking about those Toy King Zone standings, and ahead of 8th place, which was Puts for Shiners Jenkins, it is 7th place Looser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. But in 6th place ahead of them, Elsa Titan Sports Saloon, big time player there. But in 5th place, we got Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley. In 4th place, we got SNS over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 3rd place, this is the switch up. It's Lucky Tim over at American Legion Shakopee. And taking their spot in 2nd place, it's I don't know, a little bit of cliffhanger because I was getting choked up, but it's Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, taking that 2nd place spot from Lucky Tim's hands. Oh
Honestly, that was amazing. I mean, the broadcasting gold. The way you left me on that ledge right there before you said that name. I mean, it was genius.
I mean, just hey, what happens on this broadcast, it stays on this broadcast. but ahead of Nan with a pretty commanding lead, it is in 1st place, Not Lucky, in the 300,000 point club.
Yeah, good job, Not Lucky, being in that 300,000 point club, and is already halfway to the 400,000 point club.
No, it's crazy. They're only like 32,000 points away. That's nothing.
They could be in the 400,000 point club by the end of this season, trying to put that record out as far as they possibly can.
100%.
Well,
I could definitely see that.
Let's talk about the location standings. In 10th place, we got our place in 3rd in Faribault. 9th place, it's Lakefront Bar in the Center. They got bumped back from 7th place.
Ooh.
In 8th place, staying in 8th place, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. But that location that moved up from 9th all the way till 7th place, they passed Titan Sports Saloon. They passed Lakefront Bar. It's Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent, the final location outside the 300,000 point club. But now let's hop into that club, because in 6th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 385,000 points. 5th place, Mapleview Lounge 2 with 396,000 points. Really close to getting to the 400,000 point club. But in that club with 414,000 points in 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights. And we got balls dropping in this game right here where we're trying to give out the 60-ball minor. Was it game number 21?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's game number 21. Let me double check. And it is indeed a game number 21.
Wow, already game number 21. So we'll see. Can we get it out right here? Maybe. But let's talk about, continue on through these standings. In 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven with 477,000 points. Now, we don't only just skip over the 500,000 point club.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We basically jump all the way till we're inches away from the 700,000 point club, because in second place we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 691,000 points. Only needs 9 points to get into the 700,000 point club, which has never been done in the Toy King Zone before. They already have the record. I mean, VFW Spring Lake Park would have set the record already for the highest scoring location in Toy King Zone history. But Corner Bar in Goodhue has been the record setter, as they have 693,000 points and are the closest location to getting into that 700,000 point club.
I know, that's honestly insane. Good job for Corner Bar and Goodhue. Good job for VFW Spring Lake Park too. But everybody else has been doing just phenomenal as well. It's been insane up in these standings.
No, it's not. The gap is not because of a bad play by Corky's Bar South Haven and Carboni's Pizzeria in Public Park Heights. It's a gap because VFW Spring Lake Park and Corner Bar and Goodhue have been playing out of their minds.
It's been insane. Like they have truly been record setters already, and like we still have how long do we have in this season? Like a month and a half?
No, this is the last month.
Oh
yeah, December ends. Ooh. New Year is the last. It goes to a new season.
Okay, so we only have a couple weeks left. Oh my goodness, I am truly hoping Corner Bar and Goodhue is able to scrape together 7,000 points to get in that 700K club. But we got a winner. It's Worm with Best Western Plus New Ulm Green Mill. Nice job, Worm, getting not only that minor of $288, but also on top of that little cherry, $47.80. Nice job, Worm.
Yeah, that's over $300 going in your pocket.
That's awesome.
And that is also our third jackpot of the broadcast.
That's right.
And so we completed the goal. We said it before we got on air.
That's right.
We said we wanted to give out 3 different jackpots. We'd been averaging 2. We said that wasn't enough. And finally, it's out there. And now we're getting enrolled into our second to last game. So I'm happy about it. Let's see if we can give out a fourth.
Why not?
Why not? I'm not stopping you.
Major's right there, 49 balls, I'm just saying.
Yeah, record is 46 balls or less. So basically, you don't even have to set a record to be able to give that one out.
That's right. That's already been done before. You just go ahead and take it. It's just sitting there.
well, we got some hardest pronounced Minnesota town names.
That's right.
And we kind of already went over this town name earlier in the broadcast.
That's right.
Because it is Shakopee. And if you didn't know, we say Shakopee all the time.
We say it all the time.
We literally... it's really hard for us to not say it that way.
We went over this town name before.
Yes, that's why I re-put it on there.
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, we've went over this. I know this. I already knew this was Shakopee, but I have still said Shakopee every single time it's went up.
Yep.
And so, yes, we know it is Shakopee. And like the site told us, if you're going to the Canterbury Park or Valley Fair, you really should know how to say this town name correctly.
Oh yeah, that is totally correct. You should definitely know. Maybe take a little bit to learn. So yeah, everything's going all well on this mothership. We got one more game left. We got one more minute to get enrolled for it. So definitely get enrolled.
We have 2 more games left.
More.
This is game number 22 of the broadcast, and then
It's 5:55.
I thought the last game is at 6.
No, last game is at 5:55. Then we got a game at 6 of the Lucky 4 Bingo.
Okay. So yeah, this is the final game.
Hey, I'm glad we were able to give it out in the second to last time.
We gave it out on the second to last game. I didn't even realize. I thought we still had another game after
this. Yeah, low-key,
this.
I did too until I looked at the time and I was like, oh, we only got one more game left. But yeah, definitely awesome stuff. Yeah, Nikki confirming it from the production room. Thank you, Nikki.
It goes so quick. It goes so fast.
I know. It's growing so fast.
20 seconds to get enrolled in this one. But we got a jackpot 100 standings. We got a hit in 10th place. We got a 4-way tie. Spanky 303. Bobo, Short Bus, and Joni all tied up in 10th place. 8th place, we got a 2-way tie between Michelob and Neeson's Gaylord and Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater. Another 2-way ties in 6th place because it's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee Wee at TJ's On and Off Sale. 5th place, it's Curtis J at Country Lounge. 4th place, 1 away at American Legion Rice. 3rd place, Wolstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 2nd place, Bowl at Corner Bar and Goodhue. And then that number 1 player in the 50,000 point club is the Yags 370 at the Riverboat Depot.
Definitely some awesome stuff. Nice job, everybody in that top 10. But in the location side of things, we got some pretty crazy stuff happening too. Because in 10th place, we got Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley. 9th place, it's Neeson's in Gaylord. In 8th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. In 7th place, American Legion Shakopee. In 6th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 5th place, it's American Legion Rice. 4th place, Pappy's Cafe in Coon Rapids. 2nd place, two-way tie between Riverboat Depot and Sartell, and Corner Bar and Goodhue, and firmly in first place, it is Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, good job to all those locations, really dominating so far this season.
Yeah.
But it really is coming down to the end stretch of this season,
Yeah.
where I've seen a lot of locations shoot up the standings. I've seen a lot of players shoot up the standings in their final attempt to try and get that first place spot this season.
That's right, that's right. So definitely some cool stuff happening there. I can't wait to see how this month ends and how this season will wrap itself up.
Oh, yeah, but we're at 43 balls dropped on this one, and we got a great this day in history. And in the Boston Harbor, a group of Massachusetts colonists disguised as Mohawk Indians boarded 3 British tea ships and dumped 342 chests of tea into the harbor. The Midnight Raid, popularly known as the Boston Tea Party, was a protest of the British Parliament's Tea Act of 1773, a bill designed to save the faltering East Indian Company by greatly lowering the tea tax and granting it a virtual monopoly on the American tea trade.
Yeah.
The low tax allowed the East Indian Company to undercut even tea smugglers into America by Dutch traders, and many colonists viewed the act as another example of taxation tyranny.
Yeah, and they were right, and they threw it all in the harbor, and we're at where we're at now. Having a lot of fun
Awesome
on this
stuff.
bingo broadcast. That's right. But we got a winner. It's El Mundi over at Manana Hilltop Tavern, taking away that must-go prize of $47.80. Nice job, El Mundi, taking that last game. But as we're heading into this last Lucky 4 game,
Are we gonna stick around? Are we gonna stick around for Lucky 4? Okay, sweet.
Oh yeah.
I want to stick around for the last Lucky 4. Big money, $47,000
right.
on the line. You guys got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled into this one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But we have approached the end of the Jackpot Hunter stream, and we have something super important to get into
Yes.
because it is the most important part of our broadcast and of Pilot Games itself. It's our charity spotlight this week, and this week we are spotlighting the St. Peter Red Men Club. The Red Men Club is a non-profit organization that's open to the public, a bar that serves food, has a bingo hall, and a private party room for rent.
Oh yeah, if you want to go support the St. Peter's Redmen Club, you got to go over to the Redmen Club.
Yep.
Flame Bar, they have live music this Friday, December 17th, which is going to be featuring 100 Years of Pickin' from 6 p.m. all the way till 9 p.m. I'm not familiar with them, but it sounds like a good time. And
Live music is awesome.
I'm always down for some live music.
That's right.
And you'll always be surprised by how good, because it's so bottlenecked in the music industry that you don't realize there is so many great musicians that have never seen the light of day of fame or anything like that are like, you'll meet guys just walking down the street playing live music at a random restaurant, and they may be the greatest musician you've ever heard. And because it is so hard to make it in the music industry, they'll never make their break. And so I always love the live music and just finding those random bands, or
especially
musicians.
local bands and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's like for a while ago I watched I saw Mount Joy at a random concert. Now it was just at a random bar concert kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now they are playing everywhere. They're they're a really big indie band now that is huge. And so having that kind of experience, you could have it with any of these kinds of bars that have those live performers.
That's right. No, yeah, that is definitely some awesome stuff, though. So, Flame Bar, live music this Friday. Definitely check it out. But one other location that supports the St. Peter Redmen Club is Blasco's Embassy Bar. And they have a steak fry this Saturday, December 18th from 5 to 8. They got some 8-ounce flat iron steak, some corn, coleslaw, and some diced potatoes for you. So that sounds all pretty good to me.
Oh, yeah, but we can try and give out this mega jackpot still in line.
Let's do it.
Can we get 2 balls away?
All right,
Does
Mega's
it
out of the
like
way.
it.
That's okay, though. But About Time is looking like they're on par for the major here.
It's going to have to be perfect
Come on, one
from
more.
this
It's
point
okay.
on.
We can still get the mini.
Mini, let's see if we get one ball away right here.
Come on.
One ball away right here.
Come on. Oh, we got a lot of people that could do it, though.
See, one ball away,
Ceremony.
$485.
Ceremony.
Dang it.
come
That's a
on,
$7 must-go we're giving out now. We got Jay Stans and Sarah Money, two big-time players. Good to see you, Sarah Money, going after. And there it is, Jay Stans at Shoreline Restaurant taking the win. 6, 10, and 65 and 66 are those lucky numbers. And $7 going to Jay Stans' pocket.
Nice job. Good job, everybody. And have a nice rest of your night. But remember, when you are playing Pilot games, your community wins. See you guys.
Hey guys, and we love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. I mean, we love all the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition all the way to the $1 edition, but $1 edition definitely has a special place in our hearts because we keep track of those points and we keep track of a great top 10 player list that have been competing all season long.
Yeah, well, the way these seasons usually go, at the beginning of the season, there's a ton of ties, and then it kind of weeds out, and there's not very many ties by the time you get into December. Not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we've got a 4-way tie. We got Legend, Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. We do jump out of the ties for a second. With 21,000 points at American Legion Stillwater, it's Jim Rocks in 8th place. Jim Rocks, I think, is singing, "I'm so lonely." But he could just win a game and jump back into another tie because in 6th place, we've got a 2-way tie. It's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee-wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. They both have 22,000 points.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, the top 5, there isn't a single tie. So
That is true.
so that is a good thing.
That's right. We have finished seasons with ties in this standings.
Yes.
That is true. So in 5th place, we jump into the 25,000 point club because with 27,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Spicy Curtis with a J in 5th place. 4th place, one away at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. But what are they one away from? Well, they're one away from 3rd place with Wolfstein in it. It's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards' own Wolfstein with 31,000 points. Then with 33,000 points over at the Corner Bar Goodhue, Bowl sits in 2nd place. But then you take a significant jump up to find this next player. It's actually 17,000 points. We get out of the 25,000 point club into the 50,000 point club. Actually, the only player to ever be in the 50,000 point club, and he's in it for a 2nd season in a row. Our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota, Yags 370, playing at the House of Pizza in Sartell with exactly 50,000 points.
Oh, yeah, some really dominant play by Yags 370. Just keeps on accumulating to his lead. And, yes. I mean, first player to ever get into the 50,000 point club last season, now has done it once again.
Do you think that Jackpot Hunter trophy will ever leave the Yags house? It was a co-champion household in season 8, season 9. Yags won it. Yep. Now we're in season X or season 10, and it looks like Yags going to take it home. I don't know what I can see season 11, in the front window of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now, let's head on to Coon Rapids because in 6th place, we have a 2-way tie. Well, Coon Rapids and Shakopee because it's a 2-way tie in 6th place. It's Carboni's beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Winning $670 on that jackpot. But then I actually was able to give out
Yes,
this
you were.
jackpot out to Bruno to end off the Friday over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove. It was me and Cup of Joe Jordy, and we were able to give out $28,727 out to him.
Nice job, Bruno, and all of our winners, but we weren't done just on Friday. We took a little short rest on Saturday and came back strong on Sunday because we had Flippy over at Otter Tail Supper Club. I feel like that's really fitting. Won $4,832. Then $1,092 going out to MKW at Blasco's Embassy Bar, finishing off our weekend with great 6 jackpots this weekend alone.
Oh yeah, well definitely make sure you're playing all of our live bingo. We get started right at 12 o'clock and we end right at 10 o'clock, and so make sure you're playing all those fun games. Even the E-Tab games have a lot to offer as well. And remember, when you're playing Pilot games, your community wins. with 283,000 points, just 10,000 points ahead of them. It's Lakefront Bar in the Center in 7th place. 6th place, we hop into the 300,000 point club, and not just a hop, we do a whole jump into the 300,000 point club because they got 375,000 points. It's American Legion Fridley. 5th place, it's Mapleview Lounge 2 with 393,000 points. Now, quickly moving on from that 300,000 point club into the 400,000 point club. In 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 402,000 points. With 418,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now, moving on from the 400,000 point club all the way into that 600,000 point club. Yeah, these locations have been getting it after in this 1st and 2nd place spot, and they were tied up just not too long ago, but finally broke out of that tie. In 2nd place, though, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 634,000 points, but leaving them in the dust with 637,000 points. I don't know if you can call that leaving them in the dust. It's still a tight race between those. They're still neck and neck, but in 1st place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, and what a crazy twiking zone we've had this season.
Oh yeah, we're in December, so Santa's coming to town, but so is the end of Season X. So if you're going to get these, be at the top of these standings in either the player side or the location side, you're going to have to be after it from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time of the year, we get 3 different opportunities for it.
We do. This week, we actually get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday back. Pub in Becker, 5,278,000 points. Well, while we were doing the game day broadcast, you and I talked, wow, Beck's Pub getting a lot of wins. So we kind of saw this coming.
I mean, we were reading off their name every other game, it felt like, just because of how many players were winning at that location.
Yeah, it was a hot location in that, well, at least somebody was hot on that Lions versus Vikings game.
Yeah.
In second place, we got VFW Northfield with 5,542,000 points. With 5,770,000 points over Neffy, it's Neighborhood Tavern, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, make sure you guys are coming out to all 3 PGL nights this week, as it is going to be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and they're all going to be PGL fun-filled, and so make sure you're coming out and having a lot of fun.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
looks like Yag's going to take it home. I don't know what I can see season 11, in the front window of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now, let's head on to Coon Rapids, because in 6th place, we have a two-way tie. Well, Coon Rapids and Shakopee, because it's a two-way tie in 6th place. It's Carbonis beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish, because we are giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
There it is.
53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
$2 going out to MKW at Blasco's Embassy Bar, finishing off our weekend with great 6 jackpots this weekend alone.
Oh yeah, well definitely make sure you're playing all of our live bingo. We get started right at 12 o'clock and we end right at 10 o'clock, and so make sure you're playing all those fun games. Even the E-Tab games have a lot to offer as well. And remember, when you're playing Pilot games, your community wins. Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo from 12 to 1 every single day, and a little bit of Vikings Bingo on game days as well. In second place, though, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 634,000 points, but leaving them in the dust with 637,000 points. I don't know if you can call that leaving them in the dust. It's still a tight race between those. They're still neck and neck. But in first place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, and what a crazy twiking zone we've had this season.
Oh, yeah, we're in December, so Santa's coming to town, but so is the end of Season X. So if you're going to get these, be at the top of these standings in either the player side or the location side, you're going to have to be after it from 12 to 1 each and every day.
Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time of the year, we get 3 different opportunities for it.
We do. This week, we actually get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back to back to back. It's going to be a huge week all week long in PGL. Let's kick it off right away with these player standings.
Oh, yeah, and I'm expecting some shakeups to be happening in these standings this week. In 10th place, though, we got Gramps at Gino's Bar and Grill with 1,025,000 points. With 1,034,000 points, in 9th place, we got Drumsky over at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. In 8th place, we got none other than Wet Santa at Duffy's Bar and Grill with with 1,083,000 points. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,254,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,500,000.
It's Neighborhood Tavern, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, make sure you guys are coming out to all 3 PGL nights this week, as it is going to be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and they're all going to be PGL fun-filled, and so make sure you're coming out and having a lot of fun.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, and we love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. I mean, we love all the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition all the way to the $1 edition, but $1 edition definitely has a special place in our hearts because we keep track of those points and we keep track of a great top 10 player list that have been competing all season long.
Yeah, well, you know, the way these seasons usually go at the beginning of the season, there's a ton of ties, and then it kind of weeds out, and there's not very many ties by the time you get into December. Not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this jam.
collecting 9,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In fourth place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In third place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In second place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish because we're giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
There it is.
53 balls.
Hey guys, and the best thing about this thing that you guys are doing, Pilot Games, is that every time you play Pilot Games, your community wins, because every time you're playing, a little bit of the money that you are putting into the game is going to your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, we love spotlighting these charities. They're doing great work out in your communities each and every week. And this week, we spotlighted American Legion Post 167 Wilmarth.
Oh yeah, the Austin F. Hanscom Post 167 serves the Wilmar community, area service members, and veterans. They are a veteran service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome